We're going to dive into it. See the formatting, if that makes sense. Got it. Let's see a preview of this. All right, TikTok technicalities. What is going on here? Gonna get started in just a minute here, guys. Let's see, formatting, mobile preview. Let's shrink that. All right, welcome in everybody. Just 1 minute, then we're gonna get started here. Okay, I think that's good. Technical setup. Yeah, sometimes it's a little sketchy. We're setting up everywhere because we have to go live. I'm going live on like 7 different places at once. So like we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok have its own separate live streaming stuff I have to set up. And then everywhere else is through StreamYard. Well, Instagram's still through StreamYard, but it's kind of technical to set up. I have to do another step for Instagram. But here we're live. Okay, we're here. We're doing it. We're here. Marie, what's up? Coming in from TikTok. YouTube, who do we got coming in? Tanim, what's going on? Yeah, we're gonna get started here in just a second. And as more people are joining, Maven, what's going on from TikTok? Okay, we're live on Instagram. Good. Okay, we're gonna get started here in just a minute. And so, what's up, everybody? Yeah, just come on in. Welcome in, guys. Yobi, what's going on, brother? Yeah, so we're gonna get started here, guys. And who's this? Jen Morgan. What's going on? User 232344406. The names on TikTok are always so funny to me. Some of your guys' names. Glenn, what's going on? So we're gonna get diving in here to basically walk through and answer your guys' questions about online business and how you can build your own online business that gives you more freedom, more free time, more flexibility, more control, more autonomy. If you are currently stuck in a 9-to-5, you're working full-time, 40 hours a week, maybe 50 or 60 hours a week even. That was me in my last 9-to-5. I was working 12 hours a day. It was brutal. And you can't picture yourself working this 9-to-5, trapped in the rat race for the next 30, 40, 50 years. If that scares the crap out of you and you want to get out of the corporate rat race, you want to get off that hamster wheel, and you want to get out of your 9-to-5, get out of this set schedule that you're forced to go to. If you want to get out of that place where you have to do this hour, maybe 30-minute to 60-minute commute to work every day at a place that you don't really want to show up to, at a place that you despise Sunday evenings knowing what's coming Monday morning, and you want to get out of your 9-to-5, you want to get out of that trap, you want to break out of there, have more free time, more flexibility to be able to wake up on a Monday morning and work if you want, or play if you want, to be able to take your kids out to a coffee shop on a random Wednesday morning just because you can. That's what I did yesterday. Woke up, my 5-year-old said, "Hey, Daddy, can we go to this coffee shop down the road and go get breakfast?" Normally, I'd be working at that time, but I was like, you know what? How about we just go? Sure, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's go do that today. And we spent 3 hours at a random coffee shop down the road grabbing breakfast. They had like a little play area outside, a fence play area. It's super sunny. It was like 25, 30 degrees Celsius. Really nice. My 5-year-old and 3-year-old got to play. We had breakfast, a little bit of waffles, a little bit of sausage and bacon and eggs and stuff like that. And just because Wednesday morning, 3 hours, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., could never do that at a 9-to-5. I could never go say, hey, boss, just by the way, my 5-year-old said that she wants to go and get some breakfast. So I'm just going to head out for an undisclosed amount of time and I'll see you later. Like I could never do that working at a 9-to-5. That's what I did yesterday. yesterday morning. Um, so if you're here and you are currently working a 9 to 5, you feel stuck, you feel trapped, you want to get out, you want to be able to set your own schedule, be your own boss, have more free time, have more flexibility, have more control in your life, more autonomy, the ability to just make the choice whether you want to work or you want to play, or you want to take your daughter to breakfast at a coffee shop, or you want to take your family halfway around the world to Italy for a month because it's your 10-year anniversary with your wife. That's what I did last year for my wife for our 10-year anniversary. Me, her, and our 2 kids went, right? That's what we went. I took them. We took our daughters, right? Because why not? They've never been to Europe. So we went. Last year as well, we spent the first three, almost 4 months of the year in Thailand. We just went to Phuket, Thailand. We're like, you know what? We're just going to chill here for the next 3 months. We got a condo. We rented it for about 3 months, spent time in Bangkok. I visited a student in Bangkok, one of my students that I teach for online business stuff. And it was awesome just because we can. Like, so if you want to get out of your 9 to 5, you want to build an online business, you want to have more free time, more autonomy, but you're not sure how to get started. And you hear all this stuff online about what you should do: personal brands, TikTok, affiliate marketing, day trading, content, AI automation, right? You're hearing all these different things, drop shipping, and you're looking for a way to get started that is normal, not some weird trendy hype thing. Like, yeah, where's Aaron at? Oh, yo, you're on YouTube too. I thought I saw you on Instagram. Hold on. Yeah, I saw you on Instagram. Now you're on YouTube. Rocking the lives, pretty much announcing your comments. Rocking the lives pretty much daily, right? Yeah, I'm trying to do a couple lives a week. Maybe one day daily. I could see that happening one day. But yeah, Aaron's usually here. Aaron's usually tuning in. This might be a little too late for him. He's in Turkey, so I don't know what time it is there, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty late. So anyways, if you're looking for a way to get out of your 9 to 5 that you hate, that toxic work environment where you're forced to, work at this place that is probably overworking you, underpaying you, and not giving you the freedom and free time that you want, then guess what? I'm going to show you a path out that's not some trendy, weird thing that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. I'm going to show you a realistic path that is based on building a skill, not on building some hype trend like NFTs or some weird crypto like scam. That's not what this is. And this isn't about some AI thing that's going to be overhyped or whatever. I'm going to show you how to build a business that doesn't require investing $50,000 like day trading or e-commerce or drop shipping, that doesn't require even paying any money to start. You can learn for free. That is based on a skill that has been around and people have paid lots of money for the past 100 years and are going to continue paying money for the next 100 years, whether AI is here or not, or blowing up or whatever. And by building a skill that is in demand, that business owners pay lots of money for today, tomorrow, and next year and the year after, you can build a sustainable business that you can quit your 9 to 5, get out of there, set your own schedule, be your own boss, make 10, 15K per month, work lots or work little, take a Monday off or work Monday, work in the morning or the afternoon or the evening or whenever you want. That is not based on a rigid schedule you have to follow and a boss who tells you you have to do this and show up on Slack and all this crap every single day. Then stick around because that's what this is for. So I'm going to answer you guys' questions. We're going to dive into Q&A. Amori, I see your question. Hey, Brandon, really love your content. Yeah, if you want to ask questions, you can throw your questions in the chat now, guys, about getting started and how to build this business up. Chiranthan says, how are you, mate? I'm doing great. How are you? Yep. TikTok, guys, Runaway Glazer. I'm 18. I make 5K a month online, but I want to scale up to 30K a month, but I don't know how. Well, I can show you how to scale to 10 to 20K. 30K a month, I can give you some insights, but you're going to have to build an agency if you're going to go the copywriting path. You can get up to 10, 20 though. Like, it's definitely doable as a solo operator, but to scale, I can give you tips on getting to that point, and then you can take it from there. And there's other people who can teach that stuff. But if you want to get started, this is a bit of my backstory. 7 years ago, I was trapped in a 9 to 5. I was working my 10th job in 10 years. I was promised, and for so long, I just wanted to be able to be my own boss. I just want to be able to set my own schedule. I didn't want people to tell me when I have to show up to work, when I can go to the bathroom, when I can eat food, when I can have a nap, when I can see my kids, when I can go vacation. And I didn't want somebody telling me, oh, you can only make a 3% raise every year. Like, no, I want to be in full control of my income too. And so for years, I tried to figure this out. I tried drop shipping, e-commerce. I tried web development, bookkeeping. I tried dozens of different business models, and nothing seemed to click. And it was 7 years ago when I went into my final 9 to 5 I've ever worked, and I was promised remote work, be able to work from your laptop. You're going to be part business owner too. You're going to be in on the company. You're going to be able to work from wherever, travel the world, all these things, and live your dream life with this job. I got the job, the carrot was dangled in front of me, and none of it happened. 3 months in, I was realizing not all these promises are getting broken. None of this stuff's happening. And I ended up getting yet another job that tied me to a place that realized I'm never going to get out of this corporate rat race unless I build my own thing. I can never have the promise from an employer to give me my freedom. I need to grab it for myself. And so I ended up working. Aaron, there's Aaron. There he is. Man, he's in. I ended up working 12-hour days. I thought I was even working 4 to 6 hour days, chilling from a coconut with my coconut and a laptop from the beach halfway around the world. And little did I know, I actually signed myself up for even longer hours than any job I had ever previously worked. And at my final 9 to 5, 7 years ago, I just said, you know what? Enough's enough. I'm getting out of here no matter what it takes. And I had failed at all these businesses. Nothing ever clicked until I came across freelance copywriting. I found this thing. I was like, what the heck is this? You just write emails, ads, people's websites. People pay money for people to write this stuff. Like, what the heck is this? And I had no idea. I was like, I don't know what the heck this is. So I started looking into it and I started realizing, holy crap, there's people making 6 figures per year from their laptops. Like, you don't have to work at 9 to 5 and get a degree and become a doctor, lawyer, accountant, like MBA, business master to go make 6 figures. And then you can do it from your laptop halfway around the world, wherever you want, as long as you have an internet connection. This blew my mind. And so, you know what? I was like, I got to get out of my 9 to 5. I'm going to do whatever it takes. So I dove into freelance copywriting in January 2019. I started reading copywriting books, bought a bunch of courses, dove in, started practicing daily before my 9 to 5. Remember, I was working 12 hours a day. It sucked. I was trapped in this crazy toxic work environment where I was overworked, underpaid, and had no free time. So I was like, I have to build my own thing if I'm going to get out of here. I started waking up at 5, 6 a.m. to write. I started listening to podcasts, audiobooks, courses on my way to work, on my way back from work. I started hand copying sales letters and ads. I started diving into this thing called freelance copywriting, which I was like, I'm like, you just got to write emails for people in their business and you can make 6 figures per year from your laptop. I just got to be the person writing the website, the words on the website, or the words that go out for social media, or the words behind an ad. And I can make 10K a month from my laptop without a boss. And I can do it whenever I want, set my own schedule, do all this stuff. I'm like, hell yeah, man. Like, let's try this. And if this doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you know what? I'm going to give it my all because I hate my job and I need out. I hate seeing my wife work. I need her to get out of her job. And I feel responsible to get her out of this. And if I can make it work, I'm going to get her out. And you know what? I ain't ever going to work a 12-hour day job and have kids one day because how am I going to give them my scraps and leftovers? I'm building my own business. So I dove into copywriting, started writing every day, going through the courses, reading the books. 6 weeks after I started, February 16th, 2019, I landed my first ever copywriting client. 6 weeks into learning, boom. Internet money became real. All of a sudden, this is real. All of a sudden, I was like, holy crap. I remember getting the notification in Gmail. Ding! You got an order from Fiverr.com. I was like, is this a scam? I think this is a scam email. I was like, let me just check. I was like, whoa, looks like it's like legit from Fiverr. Boom. And don't get me wrong. This was not some 10K a month client and I'm making 20K a month and Rolex and Lambo and rich all of a sudden. This isn't this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a skill and a business that will serve you for life. But I get the notification. It's a $15 blog post. Sounds like nothing. Sounds like this. What the heck are you doing? What a waste of time. You're making peanuts. That's not enough to live off of. It doesn't matter. When I saw that notification come in, that somebody, an internet stranger, became my copywriting client. You know what happened? All of a sudden, my mind expanded, my mind exploded, because what I realized was, holy crap, if somebody would pay me, an internet stranger, $15 for a blog post, I know somebody out there will pay $150. I know somebody out there is going to pay $1,500. I know I could make $15,000. I know I could make $150,000. I know I could make $1.5 million, and so forth and so on. When I saw that somebody on the internet paid me my first dollar online for copywriting, it all became real. And from that moment on, what happened was I landed my next client 2-3 days later, my next client about a week after that. And remember, I started in January 2019, and in 6 weeks, I landed my first client ever. By the 3-month mark of starting, I had landed dozens of clients. And you know what I did? I called up my boss. I said, I'm done. I'm giving you 3 weeks notice, which is generous in Canada. Usually you give 2 weeks notice. I said, I'll give you 3 weeks. I'm out of here though. I'm out. And you know what I did? I got my wife to quit her job too. She's out too. And you know what we're doing? We're planning our trip to move halfway around the world, to go travel, to go to Australia, go to Thailand. We're going to live overseas. We're going to live the dream life. We're going to do it. We're not being stuck in a 9-to-5 anymore. This is real. I'm making enough money that I know my trajectory. Now, I wasn't making 10, 20, 30K a month. Like I wasn't doing, this wasn't like 0 to 3 months. I'm like rolling in the money, but it was enough to show me that this was real. And I could see my trajectory, right? I landed a few clients. We had some savings. We're getting out of here. We sold everything, moved halfway around the world, hopped on a flight to Australia, did a 40-day camper van trip up the East Coast, Sydney to Port Douglas, past Cairns. After that, we moved to Thailand, and I started just ripping up my skills, landing more clients, reinvesting in my education, took some email courses, took an email marketing course. What the heck is this email thing? Like I started with blog posts, then I moved on to email and expanded, increased my skill set, reinvested back into courses. Month 7 hit my first $5,000 a month. Next month, 7K. Next month, after that, by month 12, I was making $9,000 per month as a freelance copywriter. Within 12 months of starting, January 2019, January 2020, I was making $9,000 per month as a copywriter, more money than I'd made at my previous jobs, working less hours than my previous jobs, full control of my time and autonomy and my flexibility. And then we took a month-long full vacation where I took a month off work in Thailand, in the islands. And my parents came, and some of our friends came too. And they were like blown away, like, what do you mean? Like, you guys have been out here for like a year. Like or like 7 months at the time or whatever it was. How have you been doing this? And we're like, we're just writing for people online. Well, she wasn't. I was just writing for people online. Jen was doing a little bit of teaching English online, but it was mainly copywriting, right? Bringing in the income. And within 12 months, my entire world changed. Never again I'm never again have to go to a 9-to-5 ever again. I never have to go to a job ever again. And that's it. Like that was my 1 year. In 1 year, I went from both of me and my wife trapped in a 9-to-5, me working 12 hours a day for the 10th job in 10 years, tried all these businesses before, dropshipping, e-commerce, web development, bookkeeping, the things, all this stuff. And nothing seemed to work until I went into copywriting. And freelance copywriting got me from $0 to $9,000 a month within 12 months. And I was officially a 6-figure copywriter. And since then, I made 10 to 15K a month average. I've made over $850,000 online, with online income in profit, not revenue, actual take-home money. In the process, how have I done it? I've landed 7- and 8-figure brands, businesses as my clients. And the things that I've done for them is generated them revenue by my words. Great question, Tristan. What is copywriting? What exactly is copywriting? Copywriting is not copyrights, legal stuff. Copywriting is just a fancy word for sales writing. And what it is businesses will pay huge money to people who can write their emails, their Facebook and Instagram ads, their social media posts, their website. It's the copywriter is the salesperson behind a business, but instead of selling face-to-face, like you'd knock on doors or do high-ticket aggressive sales calls with people, none of that stuff. You as the copywriter get to hide behind your keyboard on your laptop in the morning, sip some coffee, write an email or write an ad, and you're making 6 figures per year. You can make 5, 10, 15. I know guys making 20 plus K per month writing copy, just writing emails, or just writing like LinkedIn posts, or just writing Instagram, or just doing Facebook ads, right? My primary specialty has been emails. I sometimes with clients, I'll wake up in the morning, write an email in 25 minutes, send it out to a list of 100,000 people for an e-commerce business, and I see orders start coming in. Boom, 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 boom. My words have the power to convince people to take their wallet, pull it out of their pocket, swipe their credit card, buy products and services that they already love and want to buy. And thousands of dollars, it's a money printer. As a copywriter, what you really are is a money printer for a business. When you understand the tactics, and there is strategy to this. This isn't like writing books and stories or academic writing. There is psychology. When you understand consumer psychology, what it takes to make people buy, when you understand how to persuade people to get into their emotions, you can make a ton of money for business owners. Your words have the power to hook people, nurture people, convert people. When you can convince people on the internet, strangers, with your words, to pull out their credit card and swipe and buy products and services, you have the most powerful position in the business world. So this is what I do. I write an email in the morning for a business who has a list of 30,000 to 100,000 people. All of a sudden, ding, 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 orders start coming in. I could write an email in the morning in 30 minutes and have $5,000 come into the business. Now, that's not my $5,000. That's the business owners. But when you can consistently generate revenue, bring sales in the door for businesses, which is what you do as the copywriter, writing emails or writing social media posts or writing ads or writing the words on their website, on their product pages in a VSL, when you do that for a business owner and you can make them tens of thousands of dollars a month, even hundreds of thousands, the most I've made for a single business owner in a single month is over $100,000 just from emails. Their whole business did like $350,000 that month, 400,000. I brought in 100K in revenue. Directly my work, the words I wrote, printed $100,000 for a business. Do you know when you can do that for a business owner, do you think they're going to have a problem paying you a few $1,000s a month? Absolutely not. In fact, that particular business owner that I'm talking about, now I'm not making 100K for every client that I have every single month, but that particular client that I'm referring to I directly made them $100,000 in revenue in their business from the emails I wrote verifiably through the email software Klaviyo connected to Shopify. Like proven here. This person opened this email, clicked this link, clicked on this product and bought. That retainer that I got from that client was $8,300 per month. $8,300 from one client. That is one of the retainers that I've had over the years from clients. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you $8,300 a month from a single client is normal. It's not normal. That's above average. And that's not a typical retainer that I've gotten. But what is very normal is to land clients for $1,000 to $4,000 per month per client. So if you do the math, this is why copywriting is 10 times easier than trying to build some huge e-commerce empire or day trading and risking all your money. Or affiliate marketing where you have to build your own audience and 10, 15 skills at once just to be able to make scraps, $500 to $1,000 a month after a year or two. Copywriting is something that within the next 3 to 6 months, it is very realistic to be making a full-time income. I'm not saying this is easy 5 minutes a day work or maybe every now and then it's side hustle. No, when you treat this like a real business and you spend an hour, 2, 3 hours a day on this thing outside of your 9 to 5 and you get enough traction, get a client or two, you see the results from that, you're able to quit your job, you can build this thing up to 10K, 15K plus per month. It's very realistic. It's not going to happen in 30 days. There's BS gurus online who will tell you, oh, buy my $1,000 course and you're going to be driving this Lambo and sipping coconuts from your laptop in Hawaii in the next 30 days. Like, that's not true. This is a real skill. And if you want to convince people to pay you $1,000 on the internet strangers to pay you thousands every single month, you need to build a skill worth thousands. So what's realistic is making this work with copywriting, even if you have no background, no writing experience, no business experience, I don't, people think I'm like, I came from all this, like Oh, well, you always been a writer. I literally have not been. I only wrote in school growing up. I hated writing. School was such a chore and boring to me. I hated it. It sucked. I just wrote in school. I didn't write a word. Oh, I tried college. Don't get me wrong. I tried it, right? But I dropped out after 3 months when I said, this sucks. I hate doing this. And I don't want to write your boring academic papers on BS that I don't care about. For what? For the next 4 years and drop $100,000? This is stupid. I'm not doing this. So I dropped out. I'm not a lifelong writer. I'm not an author. I don't like writing fiction. I'm not a lifelong diary writer. I'm not a lifelong journaler. Peace out, Yobi. Awesome seeing you on here, man. I don't write it. I'm not a lifelong journaler, a diary writer, poetry, nothing. I haven't written since high school in that 3 months of college when I dropped out. And like I said, I went to college 3 months and then I dropped out. I'm a college dropout. I don't have a writing background. I don't have business experience. None of those things. And I didn't come from money. Oh, well, you must have came from money. That's why you could take the risk. No, I didn't. I came from a middle-class family in Canada. No, I don't come from major wealth. I don't have any inheritance waiting for me. Zero. And I'm not coming from a rich family here. I came from a pretty middle-class family. I got a B in English growing up. So do you need to be a master at English? When I say English, I mean like language arts, like not. I'm obviously native English. That's not what I mean, but I mean like language arts, like writing and reading and spelling, that kind of stuff. I got a B. I'm a B student. I'm a college dropout. I don't have a lifelong writing background, and I don't have business experience. And yet I was able to go from knowing nothing about copywriting in January 2019 to within 12 months making $9,000 per month. Me and my wife quit our jobs, moved half around the world, and I'm now making 6 figures per year. So all of the things that you think that you need in order to start, it's not true. The only thing you actually need to start copywriting is you need a laptop or a computer. You can try it on your phone. It's going to be really difficult though. You need an internet connection. That's that. This is not pre-recorded. This is a live stream. Nothing. Aaron, awesome to see you on here too, man. See you on the next one probably. You need a laptop. You need an internet connection, and you just need to be able to have at least an hour a day to build this thing on average. The more you put in though, the better. If you have those 3 things, you can do it. Anybody can build this skill. Anybody can build this business. Anybody can make it work. Anybody can make a full-time income with freelance copywriting. This doesn't mean you're going to be making a full-time income in the next 30 days. It might take you 3 months. It might take you 6 months. It might take you 12 months. Some people are at this for 18 to 24 months and because they're not putting much effort in. But what you can reassure yourself of is that if you build this skill, your life will completely change. Your ability to persuade, to be able to write, to be able to communicate. These are lifelong skills that will serve you whether you do freelance copywriting for the rest of your life or you get to 6 figures as a freelance copywriter for 5 years and then build business 2.0 and do something else. It is the most valuable skill that you could bring to any business on earth is copywriting. Why is that? Because every single business on earth needs copy. Every single business on earth. By the way, there's 360 million businesses on this planet. There's 30 million in the US alone. There is so much money to be made from just helping businesses with their copy, with their writing. They all do it. They all need it. And the demand for copywriting has increased. Everything you've heard about AI's wiped out copywriters, AI's eliminated writers, it's all BS. It's fugazi. It's not real. The actual numbers show that copywriting grew from 2025 to 2026 from $28 billion to $31 billion. It grew by 10% and it's going to keep growing. It's on pace to reach $53 billion by 2033. That means that's the amount of money being paid out to copywriters. Okay, yeah, Amori, you got a question there. I got my first client using cold DMs, and after 3 months, I ended up with my first huge case study, $200,000 funnel. Awesome job. That's great. Good job. Now I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. I want to learn more about emails and funnels, plus start using Upwork to get more clients. But I'm also seeing this huge creative strategy trend and don't know what to focus on right now. Any advice? My advice is, well, first of all, how have you made this money for them? With emails? What's the specialty that you've done that you've landed clients in and you got results in? You tell me, what's the main specialty you've done? Is it emails? Is it a bunch of different types of copy? How have you made them that money? And what have you been doing already for clients? That's my first question. Okay, I see some questions here. Okay, if you've been doing emails and funnel copy, then just keep doing that. Don't worry too much about ads for now. Just stick to what you've already done for now and keep crushing it in that area. Just because creative strategy, which is just a fancy word for ad copywriting, is popular right now, it doesn't mean that you have to do that thing. Don't be someone who just jumps ship and hops in the trend just because. Ad copywriting, creative strategy is very difficult. It's very difficult. Ayush says, why is everyone saying learn creative strategy? Like every guru on YouTube saying that. Is it really necessary to learn this? Is info product space getting dead? Creative strategy works in the info space too. Creative strategy is just writing ad copy. It's the person who writes this copy for a Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube ad. It's always been around since the past 20 whatever years. The internet's been around since Google ads started getting on the scene. Creative strategy is just ad copywriting. It's just one of the reasons why it's getting more popular and why you're seeing the term more and why there's YouTube guru videos all day long on this thing and why you're seeing the word pop up more. We're looking for a creative strategist. The reason you're seeing it more is because of Facebook Meta's last ad update called Andromeda. And Andromeda, what the update did was basically force brands that if you want your ads to perform better, you can't do as many broad reach ads that reaches your whole audience. You have to pick apart your audience and put them into segments and different pain points and different awareness levels even more in order for your ads to reach. What that requires for business owners is more variation in ads, more variation in segments, more variation in hooks, more variation in awareness levels. What that means is more ads and more complication on the ads. So businesses who used to get by doing 10 ads last year need to do 20 now. That's why you're seeing what it seems to be this creative strategy takeoff. Yes, it is definitely increasing demand and will keep increasing in demand as time goes on, is ad copywriting and creative strategy. You don't have to do it though. And what I'll say about this is with creative strategy is that it is way harder than people think. Doing ad copy, like you can do it. It can work. You can get sick retainers. I have multiple students who do creative strategy and they crush it. Some of them making over 10K a month, 11K a month is one of them was making last time I checked. But it's difficult. It's more challenging and it's much more advanced doing cold traffic copy. What is easier for beginners is doing like social media ghostwriting or email copywriting, email marketing. It's a lot easier. I don't want to deter you from going into creative strategy. Just know that it's more advanced. It is more difficult. It is harder to land clients initially with it. It's probably an easier path for most people to get clients with emails or social media ghostwriting, and then later go into creative strategy. For most people, it's just more advanced. Like you have to be better as a copywriter. It is harder, but you can make really good money with it, and it's going to be increasing demand. It's going to keep growing up in demand. But you don't have to do creative strategy. You could just do emails if you want. So yeah, Amori, if you've just mainly done emails, stick with it. Like keep doing it. Like you've gotten results in that path. Keep going down that path. It's way easier. Okay, we got some questions coming in from TikTok here. Okay, we answered that. What is copywriting? How do you get into copywriting? Okay, Tristan, best place to get started with copywriting, start writing every single day for an hour a day, ideally. Just open up a Google Doc and just free write like a journal or diary. Start doing that. That's your first exercise. Number 2, this bad boy. Get the Adweek Copywriting Handbook. It's the best beginner copywriting book to get. It's by Joseph Sugarman. You can go to Amazon, just type in copywriting books, pick the big yellow book. This is the one. It's $20. Start reading copywriting books every day. Third thing, start studying copywriting every day. High performing copy. Look up people like David Ogilvy ad into Google, John Carlton sales letter, Gary Halbert sales letter, Claude Hopkins, got top of my head, John Caples. Go look these guys up into Google and type in their ads and sales letters and look at them and study them. And if you want to take to the next level, look them up on your laptop and write them out word for word by paper and pen. Just do that. So write every day, read copywriting books, hand copy and study high-performing sales letters. And if you want to move even faster about how to get started in copywriting, the easiest way is just follow a step-by-step course. I have a full course. I have the academy. Yes, somebody asks, let me guess, you sell a course. Yeah, I do sell a course. I love it. I love teaching people. I love giving people freedom. I love showing people how to do this stuff. I thought I was gonna be a teacher when I was in middle school. Growing up, I was like, I'm gonna teach people. Because why? I don't know. I like teaching people. It's fun. So yeah, I 100% have a course and it gets people results. I've taught 1,200 paying students online. I've coached plenty of people one-on-one, and I get people results, right? My whole thing is I'm not just a copywriting coach. I am a freelance copywriting coach, which means I coach you, I teach you how to make 6 figures per year from your laptop, not just how to write the technical skill of copywriting. I teach you that, but I also teach you how to make money with the thing and land clients. Somebody says, can you coach me in Fortnite? No, I've played Fortnite like one time ever. It was the most confusing game I've ever played in my life. And then, okay, we got some more questions here. So if you want to go get it, the fastest way to get started as a new copywriter, dude, follow a structured program and get writing feedback from a copywriter who's done this stuff before. This is all stuff I do inside my academy. If you want help with this on TikTok, click that white square over here. Click on that, join my academy, you get a free trial for 7 days. If you're anywhere else, click my link in the description, click the thing that says get a free trial in the academy, then click the big yellow free trial button when you're in the side. You can try it for 7 days. You can get my entire course. I have 70 videos step by step. I have community to answer questions. You can post questions daily, get daily support. I got weekly coaching calls with me live. I will personally review your writing every single week and tell you how to make it better, what to improve and what to fix to improve this thing so you can hit that 6-figure mark from your laptop and build your skills up. Chime says, where do you get subscribers or emails of people? If you're asking about me personally as a coach, I get people to sign up to my email list by putting my link in my YouTube videos. I also primarily do many chat automations on Instagram where I give people free guides. That's the main way I get subscribers. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And people also find me on Google by just typing in copyright information and find my newsletter there. If you're asking about in general, how do business owners collect emails? It's like you have to create a sign up form for somebody on their website that says, enter your email here to receive free updates, newsletter, a freebie, lead magnet, whatever the thing is. That's how most people do it. There has to be a sign up form somewhere to get people there. Jordor says, how much is your course? So my course is not, I don't just sell my course isn't just a course. It's a full program. It's a full coaching program. So my course includes 70 videos, checklists, assignments, templates, everything you need to write copy, frameworks. Like you can just plug and play your copy into frameworks and templates that I teach you how to do this course. DM scripts, discovery call scripts, sales call scripts, all the things you need. The full course, you get coaching calls every week. You get writing feedback directly from me. You get community access to 100 people, other copywriters in it as well, learning and growing and sharing wins and stuff like that. All of that, it's in my 6-figure copy academy. So on TikTok, we asked this over here. It's this big white square over there. And most people, for what I offer, again, it's not just a course, it's a full coaching program. Most people will charge about $1,000 a month for what I give. Mine is $119 per month in the academy. You can click over here on the white square. Anywhere else, click the description and join the 6-figure copy academy. Mine is 1/10 of the price for what other people will charge you for what I give. And what's even cooler is, for a limited time, you can actually join completely free for 7 days. So click in there, get on the inside. You get to a 7-day free trial. You can try it out for 7 days, test it out, go through my course, submit writing feedback, get some feedback from me, join in the academy, check out the wins, ask some questions, get support, and just start going through it. And if you like it, you can stick around and stay. That's awesome. If not, if you think it sucks, then you can just leave before 7 days and not pay $1. So there you go. If you want some free help, get in inside the academy. You get 7 days free just to test it out and see how it is for you. And if you're brand new to copywriting, like, what the heck is this thing? I don't know. I'm brand new. I don't know how to start. I show you how to start from scratch without knowing any prior copywriting experience. If you are, been learning copywriting for a couple weeks, even a couple months, maybe even have a client or two, but you want to scale past 10K a month and you need help, I help you too. I help everyone who's making less than 10K a month build the business from scratch. Whether you're brand new, never heard of copywriting before today, to learning for a couple weeks, to got a client or two, but you are not at that 10K a month mark yet, then hop on inside the academy. It is for you. If your goal is to build a 10K a month online business from your laptop and do it with copywriting, it is for you. And we are the #1 ranked copywriting community on the School platform, which is Alex Hormozi's platform. He's the co-founder of School. We rank #1. So if you go to school.com, SKOOL.com, and type in copywriting, we rank #1. So and the reason is we get people results. There's people winning in there all the time. David, a copywriter in there 2 days ago, just hit his first 10K month. So if you want help, you want to move fastest, that's how you're going to do it. So get in, you can click my link in bio, link in the description. On TikTok, link the big white square, and get 7 days free. Test it out for yourself, see how it is. You have no obligation to stay or pay if you don't want. Okay, next question here coming in. Nothing says, what do you do? Drop shipping or what? No, I actually did drop shipping before and I made like a couple $1,000s. It's 10 times harder. You have to learn 20 skills at once, and you have to deal with cash flow and suppliers and customer service and all these things and audience and traffic. It is 10 times harder. Freelance copywriting is way easier. You just have to learn the technical skill of copywriting and then go start giving that to people, business owners. And you just need 2 to 5 clients and you're making full-time income. This does not take long. You only need to learn 2 skills: writing copy and landing clients. And then you're good. And you can start making it happen within 2 to 3 months. Dropshippers, most dropshippers fail, the vast majority. They have no idea. They don't realize what they're getting themselves into. Trying to build an e-commerce business, like just getting traffic alone is one major problem to solve. Like if you want to go build a rocket ship from scratch, be my guest. Be willing to spend tons of money and tons of time and frustration and way more time to get off the ground. But my advice, just go find somebody who has a rocket ship already and just bring a bit of fuel to make it fly faster and further. That's what copywriting is. Don't try to build your own big business as a beginner. That's what I screwed up and went wrong with for 5 years straight, trying to build some e-com empire and all these things and passive income. It's BS. There's no such thing as passive income. And trying to build an e-commerce business is like taking on Goliath. Like it's not an easy thing to do. So if you want the easier path, just go find people who already have an established business, a rocket ship, and you just bring the fuel. That's copy, the skill to make it go further and faster. Go into a business that's already making money and you just help serve demand, solve one problem in that business, and you can make so much money. And it's just way easier. So let's see here. RCNJRS says, I have a laptop making a personal project web development, learning AI automation. Is your course free? Right now, my academy, normally it's $119 per month for my full course, coaching, writing feedback, community, all the things. You can dive in though at the link over here, the big white square, or anywhere else in the link below, and you can get 7 days free. So you can try it for free. It's not a free course. People are paying $190 a month to be in there. And my one-on-one coaching is $1,500 per month for one-on-one. You can get into my academy though, which is $190 per month, and try it free for 7 days and just poke around there, see how it is. If you like it, if you want to learn copywriting, you can stick around, obviously. If you want to test out for 7 days, see if it's for you, you can leave and not pay $1. So yeah, free for 7 days right now, but I'm not doing this forever. It's on for a limited time. So if you want to get in there now and hop in. Okay, we got some questions from Instagram. Zainab says, working from home and freelancing is better. 100% agree. Elias says, watch Brandon's content on YouTube. You should. Everybody here, go check out my YouTube if you haven't. I have 800 free videos, right? So if you want to learn for free, you can learn. I got so much free content and training and copywriting stuff and how to land clients all over YouTube that you don't have to pay $1 for. Just massive amounts. So just go through that and binge that if you want to. But if you want to move faster and get a structured program, you want accountability, you want writing feedback, coaching, you want to be part of a community of people who are paying to be there, who are serious and growing, many people winning, already making 10K a month, and be around that, then join the academy, right? Get inside there, risk-free for 7 days. But yeah, a question here from Saki Beniaz. When reaching out by Instagram, am I using my current IG account or creating a new one for copywriting? My advice when you're doing outreach on Instagram is make sure your profile says copywriting all over it. So if you want to take your personal account and like use that, the account you already have, and like optimize it so it's all about copywriting, do that. You will move the fastest because you already have followers on there and it's an older account, so you can get meta verified. But if you're like, I want to separate personal from business, fine, make a new account. But the main thing with your Instagram is you want to make sure you're sending from an account that says copywriter. I help so-and-so businesses with copywriting. Here's some copywriting tips. It should scream copywriting all over it. Do not try to hide the fact that you're a copywriter when you outreach. It's going to be harder for you to build trust and land clients because people will not take you seriously. So if you want to take your current account and optimize it for business, for copywriting, you'll move faster. Or you can just make a new one. Harris says, I'm trying hard to give value for clients in emails. However, I didn't get any response from anybody. Well, Harris, I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to land native English clients in US, Canada, Australia, UK, you need to improve your English skills. You right now, I can tell you, if you're sending emails the way you're writing this comment, that is your number one issue. It has nothing to do with copywriting. It's about your English. Now, if you're sending people in your native language and you're not getting responses, first of all, stop sending cold emails. Do warm social media DMs. You will get higher responses. Go do it on Instagram. Go send DMs instead and go give free value. And if your free value isn't getting attention there, then you're probably not good enough. And you need to get better and get back in the books and go through the course more and practice your copywriting more. Like, my job here isn't to make you feel good and, be your best friend and give you warm fuzzies. My job here as your coach is to get you to full-time as a freelance copywriter. And I'm going to tell you the thing that you need to hear, not the thing that you want to hear. So sometimes the thing you need to hear is not the fun thing, but you need to improve your English. And if your free value isn't working on social media, then you just need to be better as a copywriter and get back in the books, go through some courses, write some more copy, and be better. Because if you are sending free value outreach that is not good, that is not skilled, that is not valuable, it doesn't matter how many times you send it, you're not going to land clients. You need to be good at this skill. And it doesn't mean 6 months of training and waiting and hoping and praying until you're ready to land clients. The average copywriter can start from zero today and within 30 days be ready to outreach and land clients. If you are actually writing every day, studying every day, and when you're ready at the 30-day mark for most people, outreaching every day. When you are spending the time learning, writing, reading the copywriting books, probably getting coaching, getting writing feedback from a coach who's a copywriter who's gone before you, like, you cannot lose with this thing. And so if you're not doing those basic things like writing at least an hour a day and studying copywriting by reading books, hand copying sales letters and ads, going through courses and coaching, if you're not willing to invest in invest time and money into your skills as a copywriter, you are not going to make money that gives you the time back that you want and the money you want to make. It just won't happen. You need to devote yourself to this craft and get good. Okay. So Zainab says, as a beginner, how much time do you give to your work like copywriting? Listen, if you want to get to full-time as fast as possible as a copywriter, devote as much time as you can to copywriting. As much time as you can. I can tell you what I did. Why have I made $850,000 online? Why have I gone from $0 to $9,000 a month in 12 months, quit my job, quit my wife's job, move halfway around the world, and be my own boss? How did I become a 6-figure copywriter in 1 year? I put more time into it than most people. I'm not special. I'm not a genius. I'm a B student. I'm a college dropout. I come from a middle-class family. I didn't come from money. I was never even close to the smartest person in my class, in my high school. Nowhere close. I got a B in English, which is like language arts and writing and academic writing and stuff. So why did it work for me? Do you want to know why it worked for me? I wanted it more than most people. I spent time learning and writing daily, and I was consistent with it, and I had a very clear goal. So I won. That's why I won. I spent on the side, I worked a 12-hour day job when I built this thing, by the way, right? I did this on top of my 12-hour day job. I was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. devoted to my 9 to 5. And yet I was still devoting 2-3 hours a day on average to copywriting, on average. So it's like, you can make it work. Nobody has any excuses for why they can't put in a couple hours a day into this business. If you really want to do it, you'll win. So how much time should you put in? As much time as you possibly can. What would be the bare minimum I'd recommend? 1 hour minimum. If you cannot devote 1 hour of your day, at least every single day, to a business, doesn't matter if it's copywriting or not, you will never succeed. You will never build your own business. It has to come first before your 9 to 5. You have to put it first and literally work on it in the morning before your day job, which is what I did. Otherwise, it'll never work. And you'll be stuck in your 9 to 5 forever. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's the life you want to live. If you'd rather play video games and watch Netflix and hang out with friends all day long and twiddle your thumbs and scroll TikTok and Instagram, fine by me. I don't care what you do. But if your goal is to be your own boss, have full control of your time, have full control of your income, have that freedom and flexibility to work when you want, play when you want. You want to be able to provide for your loved ones. You want to be able to travel the world whenever you want, take a vacation when you want, take your kids to the beach on a random Tuesday afternoon, or take them to a coffee shop like I did from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. on a Wednesday morning just because I could without having to ask boss. If that's the kind of life you want to live, where you get to work whenever you want, work however you want, with whoever you want, and make any kind of money you want, and set your own schedule. If that's what you want, then the only way it's going to happen is by devoting time outside your 9 to 5 to your business. So minimum 1 hour per day. And if you cannot devote it, go back to your 9 to 5 and stop wasting your time. There's no online business that you will do that you will get to 6 figures per year in less than 1 hour per day. Anybody who tells you otherwise is is a grifter. That's a true grifter, and they're BSing you and trying to buy their $1,000 course and scam you. You need to build if you want to make thousands of dollars per month, you need to build a skill worth thousands of dollars a month. This takes time. But it's not like, it's not far away. This isn't like college. Dude, university and college, at least in the US and Canada, you have to drop like $100,000 and wait 4 years. And even then, and go into debt doing it for most people. And even then, you're not guaranteed a thing. You may make like $40,000, $50,000 a year right out of the gate, and then struggle to hit 6 figures after 6-7 years of like climbing the corporate ladder and BSing around. You can literally, with copywriting, within 1 year, go to 0 to 6 figures per year. And I know that's true because I did it. And I'm teaching people how to do this stuff. I taught 1,200 paying students how to build this business up. So go fit the time in before your work, fit the time in on the way to work, fit the time in after work. If you can devote 1, 2, 3 hours a day to this, you can win. You can get to full time. It's possible. Okay. Next question, Ahmed. I'm told that Instagram DM outreaching is dead. Is this true? If not, how to use Instagram effectively to search prospect and get the first response? It's not true. Most of my students are landing paid clients by DMing people on social media. The vast majority doing it through Instagram. So that's not true that Instagram DM outreach is dead. And any social media, it is the best way to land clients online. It is the most effective. It is 10 times better than cold email. It is 10 times better. Upwork is an alternative that works as well, though, like Instagram DM outreach. And it doesn't have to be Instagram. It could be LinkedIn. It could be Twitter, like whatever your platform of choice is where your audience is. You could do that and make it work. But no, you just told me the what. Now tell me the how. How do you get the first response from a client on social media DMs? Follow their account, like a post, comment a specific compliment on their post, DM them that same specific compliment about a post. Don't sound like AI and do not use AI. And then ask them a basic question. How long have you been doing your e-commerce business for, your coaching for, your SaaS for? You do that and do that every day, you'll get a 10 to 15% response rate. If you're getting 0 responses, you're doing the wrong thing. You need to warm people up. I do not teach cold outreach. I teach warm DM outreach. I do not teach cold email. I teach warm DM free value outreach. I do not teach people aggressive sales skills and being hardcore, high pressure sales on calls. You don't even need it. When you do the right pitch ahead of time, when you have enough free value up front and you do it the right way through the DMs, you don't need to twist people's arms to give you money. You just prove you're better by what you give them ahead of time. So Zainab says, who's currently editing your content? Can I edit your content and save 19 plus hours a week? Zainab, send me a DM on Instagram. Send me a DM. I'm open to an editor helping me out, particularly around potentially clipping actually these live streams and turning them into long forms and short forms. So go DM me, Zainab, if you want. And DM me and start a conversation. Let's see here. Wormy worm. Yo, more plates, more dates. 100%. 100% more plates, more dates. Make that money. If you want to provide, hey, listen, if you're in your 20s, 30s as a dude, you're single and you want to like actually have a family one day, attract an awesome wife and have a great family and you want to get on more dates, 100%. Go figure out your business now. Like go do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait till you have kids. If you already have kids, there's ways to figure it out. And you're in it and now let's build the business. But go do it now. Go build it now. Don't wait. Right? Be a man right now. Go man up. Question for TikTok is, what would you do right out of high school if you're not going to university? I love that question. Do you want to know what I would do exactly if I just graduated from high school and I'm choosing university, 9 to 5, business? What should I do? What should I do? Door number A, go to university? Nope, never in a million years. That door is closed. Door number 2, do I just build a business from scratch and just from the get-go and just do that? Absolutely not, because how the heck am I putting food on the table? I need money now and a business takes time to build. That door is closed. Door number 3, do I get a 9 to 5? Right? Yes. Yes. Before you quit the 9 to 5, you need to get a 9 to 5. You need to first out of high school. If you're done high school or you just graduated college or you right now are in between jobs, you're like, what should I do first, Brandon? How do I make this thing work so I can build the life of my dreams, the laptop life, live wherever, anywhere, make 6 figures per year, set my schedule? How do you do it? Number 1, go start making money now. Put bread on the table now. More plates, more dates. Go bring in income now. Go get a job. Yes, go get a job. The guy who's preaching screw your 9 to 5 is saying get a job first. In order to quit the 9 to 5, you need to first get the 9 to 5. You need to put food on the table. Dude, if I was starting from zero right now and lost all of my income, I had no copywriting clients, I had no business online, I had no income streams, nothing. I have a wife and 2 girls and another baby on the way coming the next month. I have to provide for a family of 5. Do you think I'm going to just start a business and hope for the best that I can pay for rent and food next month? Let's just say I drain my bank account, no clients, no connection, no money, no whatever. No, that's so risky and stupid. That's foolish. That's foolish. Most people's businesses are going to take months to build up full time. Any business, not just copywriting, anything on earth, anything, right? It would be risky to do that if I had no savings or whatever, and I just went all in. The smartest thing to do right out of high school, right out of college, right out of right now, if you're in between jobs, is not go, I'm going to learn copywriting all day until I land my first client and it takes off. It might be 3, 4, 5 months before you're making a full-time income. Instead, if you want to make sure that you actually are providing, you need to, number 1, provide. You need to make an income today. Okay, that's step 1. Don't be risky. You don't need to do something foolish and be risky with this thing and put all your chips in and hope for the best. Screw that. How about this? Have a better plan. Go bring in an income today. Go get a 9 to 5 today. Go at least get a part-time job if you're out of high school. But go for the 9 to 5. Go do it on a 9 to 5. Start making money now. Start making money today. Go get a job. Go work 40 hours a week. And then on the side of that, build your copywriting up. Put food on the table now. Take your money, save up, and invest more in your education to move even faster. Dude, how are you going to buy copywriting books if you don't have a job or an income? You need a job. How are you going to invest in yourself and your education? Dude, I invested $5,000 into my copywriting education in the first year alone. $5,000. Courses, books, things like that. So you need to have a job out of high school, out of college, if you don't have a job right now. Do not think that you are going to start copywriting and it's going to magically make you millions of dollars or even make you a full-time income in the next 30 to 90 days. This is not a get rich quick program. Get a job first if you don't have one. And once you have your 9 to 5, go build copywriting on the side. I will tell you the exact job that I would do if I was in your position right now. Do you know what I would do if I lost everything, lost my income, if I was starting out of high school, doing whatever? I would do DoorDash, Uber Eats, food delivery at night, and copywriting by day. That's it. That is all I would do. Like literally, if I today, whether I was fresh out of high school, out of college, lost my job, or right now, let's just say I literally, my bank account's drained. I have no savings or investments. I have no connections. I have no copywriting clients. I have no audience online. I have nothing to my name, but I have a wife and 3 kids that I have to provide for. I am instantly going to start driving food delivery at night, like 5 p.m. to midnight or whatever. Like I'm gonna work like for whatever the time is that I need to make enough money. I'm not making 6 figures or making bank doing this, but I'm making enough to survive and to at least put food on the table and pay rent. Every single day, I would be doing Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever the thing is in your country, in your city. Like I would be the guy driving, picking up food, delivering it, and relying on that income and tips and whatever. That is what I would be doing every single day at night, specifically at night. And there's a reason for it. The first reason why I want to do this particular job is it's a gig-based job. It's freelance. You are a freelance food delivery driver. And I set my own schedule. If my kid gets sick, my wife who's pregnant isn't feeling good, and someone needs to press on the back of her hips because her hips are hurting right now as she's about to have a baby next month, which hint, hint, I just had to do earlier today. I got to do earlier today, right? If I need to go help out, I can just be like, okay, I'm coming home immediately. So I'd be doing DoorDash by night. I'd be doing Uber Eats by night. And I'd be doing that and making money today. And you can get paid quick without having to apply to a job. And the second reason is not only because I could get that job today, I can set my own schedule with DoorDash and Uber Eats today. But the third thing is, while I'm driving, guess what I'm doing? Just guess. What would I be doing while I'm driving for 6 to 8 hours a night doing food delivery and all the time in between the drives? I'd be learning. I'd be leveling up my copywriting education. I'd be going through courses, podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube, hopping on Brandon's live streams every single night that he does them, and tuning in, asking questions, inputs, soaking up the copywriting knowledge, learning how to freelance, learning how to land clients, learning how to build this business, listening to case studies, copywriting wins, stories of other copywriters doing this thing, getting hyped. I'd be hopping on coaching calls. I'd be joining Brandon's Academy at my link in bio or the big white square over here, TikTok. And I'd be getting inside the academy and hopping on that group coaching call every single Tuesday to tune in and get hyped. Every single drive that I'd be taking in between deliveries, I would not be saying, woe is me, I'm a poor delivery boy, life sucks, boo, 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 I suck. No, I'd be like, holy crap, I'm going to make money and learn at the same time. I'm getting paid to learn. This is the sickest thing ever because I know what this is going to turn into eventually. Dude, imagine getting 6 to 8 hours of copywriting education daily because you're a food delivery driver. That's what I would be doing from day one. Fresh out of high school, fresh out of university, fresh out of losing my job. And if I today started from zero with literally nothing and I have no copywriting knowledge, I have no connections, no money, no bank account, no savings, no investment, no clients, no audience, nothing from day one, and I got my wife and 3 kids to feed right now, and I got to get the money today, food delivery by night for 8 hours. And while I'm doing food delivery, Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever, I'm leveling up. I am leveling up faster than every other copywriter on earth because I'm literally getting paid to learn. And the food delivery, it's just going to be in the background. Here's the thing. Great. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not making good money, but I'm making enough to survive and get my family fed while I learn. And that's by night. I haven't even got to daytime. Oh my goodness. I sometimes am like, oh, I wish I could just start from zero just to prove to people what's possible. Just to show people how little effort they put into building a business and what you actually can do if you put your mind into something. My goodness. I just get overjoyed thinking about the thought of starting from zero and just going, like the feeling of landing your first client again. I can't have that anymore. You can have that though. The feeling of your first $1,000 month online. Holy crap. That is just the one of the craziest things you'll ever experience. When you first hit that full-time income, 5K a month, when you get your first 10K month and you realize I never am ever going back to a 9-to-5. There's nothing like it. So starting from zero today, I would be working DoorDash by night for 8 hours and listening to copywriting courses, coaching calls, audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube, every single time I'm driving, every single night for hours on end. And by daytime, guess what I'm doing? Guess what? I am writing copy, baby. I am hand copying sales letters and ads. I am going through courses. I am specializing, niching down. I am writing specialized copy for hours in the morning. I'm going to use the morning, my first fruits on my business, my brain power, my willpower, all my energy, my first thing, my first energy, my first brain power. All of that is going into my business first before anybody else's. And that is what I'll be doing with my daytime as a copywriter, training starting from zero right now. Is I'm going to wake up every day and I'm going to do a power writing session. I'm going to set a time for 60 minutes, slam my coffee, drink my coffee, read my Bible, and then hop on a power writing session and write for 60 minutes, just like a journal or diary, just to get the juices flowing. Then I'm already listening to this book at night, so I'm probably not diving into the copywriting books too much during the day. But what I'm going to do after my power writing session is I'm going to go hand copy and study high-performing sales letters and ads from legends like Gary Halbert, who wrote this book. He's the GOAT. He sold $1 billion as a copywriter. I'm going to be hand copying this entire book, which I did in my first year, by the way, right? This is how dedicated I was. I'm going to read that book. I'm going to look at his sales letters that he wrote. I'm going to write them out word for word. Every single day I'm doing at least one, maybe even two. And then I'm going to go look up David Ogilvy's ads, another legend, top 3 all time for sure on the Mount Rushmore of copywriters, David Ogilvy. And I'm going to look at his sales letters and his ads, and I'm going to look his stuff up. And then I'm going to go check out scientific advertising author Claude Hopkins. And I'm going to go look at his sales letters and his ads. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull them up on my laptop. I'm going to take a piece of paper and a pen and write them word for word every day. Like literally put his exact words on the screen and write his exact words on this thing. And after 1 to 2 weeks, you know what I'm going to do after that? Right? I'm going to do power writing sessions. And I'm going to hand copy sales letters and ads by day. I'm going to specialize and niche down into one type of copy for one type of person. I'm going to go and rip out emails for biz-op businesses online, or ads for real estate agents, or sales pages for SaaS fintech companies. I'm going to pick one type of email, one type of copywriting, and one niche, and just practice that every day. And I'm going to go sign up to all the email lists. I would go start with email personally, because that's just my favorite. I would start out as an email copywriter, and every day I'd be signing up to email lists of people I want to break into in that niche. So business opportunity, I'd probably go after that again because I think it's just fun. And I go sign up to all their email lists, and every day I would practice rewriting at least 1 or 2 emails every day. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So do you hear I'm literally telling you exactly what to do. Like exactly. Exactly if you do this stuff, you will make 6 figures per year. Yes, hand copying sales pages absolutely helps. Hand copying sales letters and ads 100% helps. And do you know how I know it helps? Because, and this is where I didn't invent this idea, and it didn't come from any other guru that you know online today, because the person who came up with this idea of hand copying sales letters and ads is not alive anymore. They are dead. His name is Gary Halbert, and he's the greatest copywriter of all time. And he wrote this book called The Boron Letters. He sold $1 billion, so he's the GOAT. Okay, that's how it works. Until someone sells more than $1 billion, they're the new GOAT. If Gary Halbert, in this book that he wrote to his son, Bond Halbert, if Gary Halbert told his own son, flesh and blood, the greatest copywriter of all time, tells his son the best way to improve your copywriting is to hand copy other types of copy, other people's high-performing ads and sales letters. He told his son the best way to improve as a copywriter is to write out the exact words that other good copywriters have written. Then guess what? That's the best information. I'm going to listen to the GOAT. And you know what? That's exactly what I did. How did I get to 0 to 9K a month in 12 months? Probably by listening to the top dog of all time, right? If you want to be good at basketball, what are you going to do? You're probably going to listen to Michael Jordan, and you're probably going to watch his game tape. I guarantee you, Kobe, LeBron, they all watched Jordan's game tape. They all studied it. They all looked at how he's doing free throws. They all looked at how he's dribbling. They all looked at how he's dunking. I guarantee you, if you want to be good, you will study people who are successful. If you want to be successful, just replicate the successful. I'm giving you guys the sauce right now. Like, I'm telling you right now how to do this thing. Like, if you want to make 6 figures per year, you sip your coffee in the morning, write your little bit of internet money in the morning, and go chill for the rest of the day. I'm giving you step by step how to do it, because it's exactly what I did. and exactly what I teach in my paying programs where people pay me $1,500 a month to coach them one-on-one. You're getting it for free right now. Where I teach my people in my academy for $119 per month how to do this stuff, which, by the way, you can join the academy and get coached by me personally, get my full course, get coaching, get writing feedback on TikTok at this big white square. Everywhere else, click the link below in my description, in my link in bio, and hop in. You can get in for free right now for 7 days. I'm doing limited time trial 7 days right now. Not forever. I'm not offering this thing forever. Like, people normally have to pay $119 a month just to get access in. You can get started now on a risk-free 7-day trial. No strings attached. If you try it for 7 days, go through my course, get writing feedback from me, check out the academy, check out the community, see if it's for you. If you like it, sweet, stick around. You know what? If you hate it, you think this sucks, you think I'm a scammer, you think this is just another guru online, great. Then leave before the 7 days. You don't pay $1. But I think you might like it because we are ranked #1 on Alex Hormozi's school platform. We are ranked #1 on the platform for good reason. There are people landing $1,000 plus clients every single week inside the academy, verified. And I'm going to show them on the screen in a minute or so. So there you go. Ayush says, I need to make 200 to 300 USD as soon as possible. I have to join your school. You don't need 200 or 300 USD to join my school. It's $119 per month, and you could try it free for 7 days. So hop on in there. And if you're that desperate to make 200, 300 USD, dude, go get a job. Go get a 9-to-5. If you don't have 200 US, like, go get a 9-to-5. Go make money now with a day job. Stop trying to skip steps. Like, you guys, copywriting is not your answer if you are broke. If you're broke, go get a day job and don't be broke anymore. And then build copywriting so you can buy your time back. Step 1, get the job and income. Step 2, get your time back with copywriting. That's the whole point. That's the steps you need to take. Okay. And personally, I already mentioned this before. How would I do it if I started over? Dog, I'd be going to doing DoorDash food delivery at nighttime, ripping out food delivery by night for hours and listening to copywriting books, courses, audiobooks, podcasts by ear. And then by daytime in the morning, I'd be writing copy. I'd be hand copying sales letters and ads. I'd be power writing sessions. I'd be doing all my writing and outputs. Inputs by night, outputs by day. I'd be hopping on coaching calls at night. I'd be writing copy by day. And what would happen, you know what would happen? DoorDash and Uber Eats and food delivery and Instacart, that will become my bread and butter to at least get me and my family of 5 to survive. And we're not making 6 figures, but you know what? We're paying the bills. And I'm getting paid to learn in the process. And by daytime, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to start landing clients. And I'm going to land my first client. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do DoorDash less. Instead of 8 hours a day, I'm doing 6 hours because I got my first client for $1,000. When I land my second client during the day, copywriting, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop working 6 hours by DoorDash. I'm going to start working 4. And more of the time, what's going to happen is my split between morning and night is going to be more and more of my business is going to be built up until I make enough money from copywriting that I fully stop doing DoorDash. And then I bought my time back and now I fully go into copywriting. And now it's fully relying on that. T-Lab says, why did you create a low ticket school community and not a high ticket coaching program like the other copywriting coaches? Actually, I do have a high ticket coaching program like the other copywriting coaches. My first thing I started doing like 2.5 years ago as a coach, like I've been copywriting for 7.5 years. I've been full-time 6 figures per year for 7.5 years. 2.5 years ago, I started coaching as well. I started with high ticket coaching. I do high ticket coaching. My high ticket coaching is one-on-one coaching for $1,500 US per month. So I do it, but I also realized that I can't help everyone at $1,500 a month. Not everybody has the funds to pay $1,500 even with a full-time job. It's just too risky for some people. So that's why I also introduced the academy. I want to help more people. Also, from a marketing perspective, a lot of my one-on-one coach people come from my academy. So some people might be really ready to invest. I'm giving you guys sauce right now. Like, I'm telling you guys insights that you'll learn from this bad boy right here. Alex Hormozi, $100 million money models. Like upsell upsell offers, marketing, funnels, all this stuff. You learn this stuff as a copywriter, by the way, you make yourself 10 times more valuable than the next AI prompt copywriter who starts the thing in 2026 who has no idea how this stuff works. Part of my reasoning also is selfishly, strategically, I know a percentage of people who join my academy for $190 a month are gonna be like, you know what? This is sick. This guy's awesome. I really like this and I'm getting results. You know what? I could use a bit more accountability and like help though. I'm going for his full one-on-one coaching. A percentage of people take my academy and then upsell to the coaching. So that's also part of the reason why I'm doing it. It's strategic, right? But I also get to help 119, 100 plus people in the academy, which is awesome. It's fun. It's sick. It's being inside there is like family. It's there's people in there winning, sharing wins, sharing failures, sharing losses. Other people in there chiming in, giving their advice. The guy who just hit his first 10K month 2 days ago, the last person to do this in the academy 2 days ago, David, when he shared I hit 10K a month, he didn't just say that and celebrate and that was that. And that would be fine if he did it because it was a big win. He shared how he did it. He gave, here's 5 steps that worked for me and went into detail and shared the sauce. Like it's awesome. It's awesome inside there. So um, it's a funnel. I have my content. I'm telling you, this is a copywriting marketing lesson. I have my free content, hint, hint, my live stream right now. This is an example of top funnel free content, social media, organic content. I have people who come on these things and I share a bunch of value and sauce and just give you guys all the stuff. I'm saying the same stuff I would share inside my programs, except you're getting it for free, right? This is all this, I'm not diluting anything here. I'm not holding back a little bit, right? I don't care. I know that a percentage of you guys are gonna be like, you know what? I actually want more structured help and writing feedback and coaching and like accountability. So I'll join the academy or the one-on-one coaching. So I'm not scared to, oh, I'm giving too much information. But this is a funnel. I give free content, top of funnel, organic social media content, like a live stream everywhere, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm everywhere right now, right? I'm going to give free value and free sauce. And a percentage of people watching right now are going to be like, yeah, this sounds sick. I'm down. I'm going to click the white square over here on TikTok, or I'm going to click that description and just try this thing for 7 days for free. Cause you know what? There's no risk and there's no downside. I don't have to pay anything to get started. So I might as well just try it for a week and see how it goes. And if it sucks, then I'm out of here and I don't have to pay a thing, right? I know a percentage of people will get into it. And I know a percentage of people will join my academy. And I know a percentage of those people will then eventually go and upsell to a full one-on-one coaching, right? So this is strategy, right? Why am I doing low ticket school when I do both, right? I have top of funnel content. I have I have a 30-day copywriter course for $97. You can also just, if you just want the course, you don't want to pay recurring and whatever, I also have that. I don't promote it a huge amount, but it is online. So I have my top funnel content. I then push people primarily to the academy for $119 a month, and then I push people to and offer to my one-on-one coaching for $1,500 US a month. There's my funnel. There you go. I just give you my whole thing. What other copyright coach is going to tell you what the heck they're doing and their strategy for their stuff? This is a copywriting and marketing lesson, right? So I got to sign off and you probably got me for, I think we're doing lunch with my wife and kids in the next 15 minutes or so. Let me see here. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I see a bunch of your questions, especially from YouTube. I'm going to answer them. I am boiling though. It looks like it feels like I'm in a sauna right now. I know a lot of people are like, are you in a sauna? I'm in a log house. I live in a log house. It's wooden. There's a whole lot of wood going on here. I live in the woods in British Columbia, Canada, kind of near Vancouver. This is not a sauna. It's a log house, but I am very hot right now because it's like summertime. I got to grab a fan quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to answer you guys' questions. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. I see all your YouTube questions. I'm going to answer them. I want to help you. So stay tight for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, we getting it. Check this bad boy out. Costco. Oh my goodness, this is a dream. I got like 2 of these for like $40 or something. They look tiny and not powerful. Like little dinky fan. It is so powerful. Oh baby, this is the dream right here. How's this for some copywriting? 2 of these for $40. The same power as a big stand-up fan, but just as big as your hand. That's it. You can put it anywhere. It charges. You don't have to plug it into a wall. You can move it wherever you want. You can bring it on. We brought it on the road with us on our vacation to the coast. We put 2 of these fans in our suitcases and we brought them when it was super hot. Holy crap. What kind of fan can you travel with? How about that for a copywriting lesson for you, right? That's copywriting, baby. It's selling. It's sales, right? I would just take that exact thing I just told you about like how this thing helps me in my life. And that's what you're writing down in an email or an ad or a social media post, right? It's not complicated. It's not complicated stuff. So, okay, Zainab, I see you said you sent me a DM already, but I haven't responded. And you saying congrats, my kid. Thanks. I'll look for your DM after. It might be stuck in message request or something like that, but let's see. Where'd you send it? Zainab. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you were in message request. That's why I didn't see you. Okay, you never said anything about video editing. I see. Zainab, Zainab, send me another message about video editing, what you're talking about, okay? And we'll touch base there in a sec. Not in a sec, but later today, I'll check it out. Chris Osong says, you make money through writing? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what copywriting is. It's not just writing, it's sales writing. Copywriting is sales writing. You are writing for the intention to sell things. It's persuasive writing for business owners. So businesses need to make more money. What do? They need to do marketing. Copywriting is part of the marketing department. Copywriting, it is the words behind the marketing that they need to put out. So part of the marketing is we need to send emails, we need to send ads, we need to do social media posts, we need to create our website, we need to do YouTube and video ads and VSLs and all these things. Right? These are the things you do for your marketing to attract an audience, nurture an audience, and convert an audience into customers, paying customers and paying clients. The way that is fleshed out is communication, is writing. All of these things. Every email a copywriter wrote, every ad a copywriter wrote, every social media post, it's copywriting. All of this stuff is copywriting. And when you can learn how to put the pieces together as a copywriter, when you can learn how to, and copywriting is a skill set in itself. It's not just writing. It's writing and sales. It's 2 skills combined. It's writing and sales combined. There are specific psychological tactics and frameworks you need to know how to use in order to attract people, in order to hook people, in order to nurture people, and in order to convert people. If you know how to say the right words at the right time in the right order, you can print money for business owners. And when you are a money printer, guess what? You'll always get a piece of the pie. Business owners will gladly pay you a ton to do this stuff if you're good, right? And it doesn't take long to learn. You can get good in 30 days and start landing clients that fast. Okay, so let's get some questions from YouTube going here. We got a bunch of stuff. I feel like I've been neglecting you guys in this live stream, getting questions from Instagram and TikTok going, but okay, YouTube, let's see here. Okay, Ayush says your recommendations for a beginner, meaning which space is beginner friendly? Many people say it's info products. You can go into info, which is coaching courses, create communities and stuff like that. You can go into e-commerce. You can go into SaaS. You can go into like any service business, local businesses. You can go into any works, right? You can write copy in any space. The more you're interested in the thing and the model, the better, right? That's going to be the best way to approach these things. Spanish Sword Swallower says, I'm writing a story and could use your help. Okay, what's your question? I'm not an author who writes fiction books. I'm a copywriter. Storytelling is really critical to write good copy in 2026, especially in the age of AI. But if you want help with that kind of storytelling, be my guest. Post your questions in the comments. Amori says, what do you think is the best for me to keep doing cold DMs, which already work for me, or switch to Upwork? Do what already works. Do the thing that works, right? Don't do cold DMs though, do warm social media DMs. But yes, keep doing that. You can deploy Upwork as well and start doing that. But like just start with the thing that already worked for you. And that's the best way to get going, right? Let's see. Brightpage says, hi, Brandon. How long did it take to make that? How much from teaching as opposed to work or assignments for companies? Yeah. So I went from $0 to $9,000 a month in 12 months. So I was making 6 figures per year by the 12-month mark as a copywriter. It took me 6 weeks to get my first client. I had landed a few dozen clients by month 3, which is when I quit my job. I hit my first $5,000 a month at month 7. I hit my first $9,000 a month at month 12. And in my second year and beyond is when I hit 10, 15K per month. So I've made over $850,000 overall in profit as a freelance copywriter. Brightpage says, do we freelance or better to get hired first? I'm not too sure what you're trying to say. You need to ask your question again. Ayush says, I've watched Copy That mega course and I'm studying Kyle Milligan take their money from right now. From tomorrow, I'm going to read swipe files that you sent me on Instagram. That's a gold mine. Awesome. Copy That, Kyle Milligan. Those are two sources that I definitely would recommend for learning copy. I don't recommend a lot of other copywriters or a lot of other copywriter coaches to learn from. Copy That is pretty solid for the technical skill of copywriting, especially. And I don't know Kyle Milligan too much, and I haven't read Take Their Money, but I trust people who have gone through his programs, and I trust their opinions. So yeah, that's all great. And definitely go through the swipe file and start hand copying it by hand. Like copy it out by hand and you'll get better daily, automatically. The thing about power writing sessions and reading copywriting books and hand copy sales letters and ads, you don't actually have to think too much when you're doing it. You just have to do it, and you will subconsciously automatically become a better copywriter. Now, there are more active copywriting exercises and practices you can do that take more time and effort and brain power to get better, right? Like writing copy is something that takes brain power you need to do. You have to do both. When you do both inputs and outputs, you get better fast. That's what I found, and that is exactly what I did as a new copywriter to go from 0 to first client in 6 weeks, 9K a month in 12 months, and 850K since. And what I teach 1,200 paying students, right? It's inputs and outputs every day. Everyday input copywriting knowledge, courses, coaching, books, studying copy, and then everyday output, writing. Write copy every day too. You got to have both inputs and outputs. Let's see here. Okay, Ahmed says, how do you do effective Instagram outreach through the DMs and how to convert them to paying clients? The best way to land clients online is to go do what I call the sniper bomb strategy, which is first, be very picky in who you outreach to. Look for signs they're making money, basically. Do they have a high following? Do they have an actual paid product or service? Do they have social proof like case studies, results, and testimonials? Are they running ads like Facebook, Instagram, or Google ads? All good signs that you should reach out to this person. Don't reach out to everybody with a pulse. You're going to waste your time and be frustrated. Second thing, when you do reach out to them, don't go in cold, warm them up. Follow them on social media, like a post, comment on a post, send an initial DM to warm them up. Once they reply to you, then you DM them, and then you send them a free value outreach, but not just free value copy sample, send them a copy audit and a copy sample together. What this means is go look at their copy and tell them how to fix it. Like a coach, you be their copy coach, you be their copy editor, and you tell them how to fix their copy and make it better. But Brandon, I don't know how to fix copy. What are you talking about? I don't know how to do this stuff. How will I ever know what to say to them when I don't understand this stuff? Well, then get back in the books. Go take courses and go get someone to coach you, and you're going to quickly learn how to tell people the right advice. It does not take long to be good enough to go tell business owners what to do with their copy. 30 days. Most people within 30 days of reading books, hand copying a bit, going through courses, getting some writing feedback are going to be good enough to go land clients. So go get good. And if you look at someone's copy and you're like, I don't know how to fix it, you're just not there yet. You're just not good enough yet. And you need to get back in the books and get writing feedback and get coaching. Go get coaching. Go get someone to give you feedback on your writing, tell you how to fix it and make it better. You need to think like a good copywriter and like a marketer in order to make 6 figures per year. You need to train and study and get better at the skills and write daily and actually like study the stuff, right? So like do all that stuff there. And then Once you send that kind of outreach, a free audit and sample takes about 1 hour per day per person you outreach to. How do you convert them into paying clients? That outreach is how you do it. You deliver it to them, you get their feedback. If it's a positive response, you push them to a call, you talk about it, you ask them, what's your goal, what's your business, what's your challenge? Okay, you want some help? Here's my offer, right? That side of things, yes, you need to learn sales skills and like how to price and how to package and how to talk in the DMs and objections and followers. This is all stuff I teach you in my academy. Click my link in the description, TikTok over here on the white square. Get in there. I teach you all of this stuff, the freelance side of things, right? Ivan asks, is it possible to land a client without a portfolio? Yes, you do not need a portfolio to land copywriting clients. This is old, outdated advice. People said you need a portfolio 5 years ago to show off your work and do whatever. That doesn't work anymore. It's not like it would hurt. Actually, in some cases, it does hurt you. When you send clients a huge whack of here's all the work I've done and spec pieces and all this stuff, it's overwhelming and clients don't want to see it and they don't have the time for it. And most of the time they'd be like, this is a waste of my time. Instead, what's better is to send one portfolio piece, which is one free value audit and sample you send to each person you're outreaching to. It's literally a custom piece of copy that you made on the spot for the person you're going to reach out to by looking at their copy, looking at their funnel, looking at their marketing. Maybe you are an email copywriter, you sign up to their email list, look at their welcome email and say, you know what, I could write a better one. So you go write a better one. How do you know how to write a better one? Because you're in the books, hand copying, studying sales letters and ads, getting coaching, writing feedback, going through someone's course, hint, hint, wink, wink, and you're good. You're good at what you do now. When you send that out to them and you send them a free audit and a free sample, you prove you understand the stuff, the strategy with the audit, and you prove you know how to write the stuff with the free sample. You're thinking this sounds like work, Brandon. You know what sounds like work? Spending 4 hours a day, sending hundreds of cold DMs and cold emails and having 0 responses because you have no proof in the emails and the DMs. Your audit and sample is the proof. 5 years ago, cold email worked really well. Showing up portfolios, that can work. It doesn't work anymore. The market is too sophisticated at this point in time. Business owners are sick and tired of scammy, spammy AI outreaches too. Don't do it. Don't do it. High volume mass outreach is dead. It is over with. Business owners are sick and tired of it. What they want instead is for you to prove yourself. You cannot lead with promises anymore. Hey, bro, can I be your copywriter? I can make you more money. Hey, man, if I get 2 to 3x your revenue in 60 days or your money back, forget $100 million offers for your outreach. What you need to do for outreach is lead with proof, not promises. And the best proof, when you have no proof, you have your brand new, no portfolio, no spec work, no testimonials, no case studies, no results, nothing to show for that what you're saying has any backing to it, a free copy audit and copy sample that you made custom for the person you're outreaching to. It works. It's the best thing that's worked. And I've done every method of outreach online. I've done it all. I've tried it all. I've done it all. I've landed clients in every method too. Social media, Upwork, Fiverr, cold email, in-person, referrals, outbounds, inbounds, you name it. I've tried it. I've done it. I'm telling you right now, after me and all the dozens and dozens of clients I've landed over the years and coaching 1,200 paying students on how to do this stuff best in 2026, warm social media, DM outreach, high value, free value upfront, audit, sample. That is the best thing. That is the fast thing. And my average student sends one of those per day. When they send one per day, they land a client in 30 days. One per day, 1 hour per day to one prospect per day. The average student gets a paid client within 30. Faster than any other method I've ever seen online. So if you want to do it fastest and do online, that's the way you're going to do it, right? If your DM strategy's gone stale, stop just sending bad DMs then. It means your DMs suck, or you're targeting the wrong people, or you're not warming them up. You need to change one of those 3 things, or you're not sending free value the right way. There's lots of reasons why this might not work for you. If you're missing a step, if you're missing a step, you're skipping a step, it's not going to work. Year 4 ad says, can I get your course for free? My coaching is $1,500 a month. My academy is $190 per month. You can get a free trial for 7 days though, by clicking my link in bio. So no, my course is not free. It's $119 per month, but you can try it for free for 7 days. I give you a little taster. This is a lead magnet, right? A free trial. It's on for a limited time. You can't get it forever. So if you're interested, just hop in now. Click the link in bio and get inside. Try it free, risk-free for 7 days, right? If you like it, my hope would be that you stick around and keep going. But if you don't like it, then you can try for 7 days for free, no risk, and leave. And if you want, doesn't matter. So there's no downside. Divian says, how do you get your first 1K? I just explained it. You got to get in the books, got to read copywriting books, got to write every day, got to hand copy sales letters and ads. You got to niche down and specialize into one type of copy and one type of client you're going to reach out to, and then go give them that. Like if you go after fitness coaches with emails, go find fitness coaches eventually and start giving them free emails and audits. That's how you get your first 1K. Sorbet says, do you like spaghetti? Dude, I love spaghetti. Actually, I haven't had spaghetti in a while. You're making me hungry now. It's lunchtime. Yeshua Chi says, is direct response 90% of research? I would say more or less. Yeah. I would say knowing and researching the product you're selling, the brand you're selling for, the audience you're selling to, and competitors in the market and the broad market in general. Yeah, you got to do research. You got to understand who you're talking to, what you're selling. But the thing is, it's like your life isn't 90% research forever. What you typically do is when you get into a niche, this is why I teach people go into one niche. You get your initial research done in the bulk at the beginning. You get your first client and do a lot of research when you onboard a client, which, by the way, I teach you how to get your client to give you 80% of the research up front, by the way, so they do it, not you. And then when you start working with a client, yes, you got to do some ongoing research, but like your time as a copywriter is near the beginning of your time as you're new, is spending more time at research. But when you're like 3 months in to a client or two, you're doing 90% writing, and 10% research. It's maintenance research. You don't have to spend all day long studying and researching all these things. That's not how it works, dude. You spend most of your time writing eventually. It's chill. But research is important. It's a huge part of this, and you got to do it the right way. But it's not like when I look at like my hours spent as a copywriter for the past 7.5 years, 10% of that is research, maybe like the total bulk time. And like, 80% has been writing and 10% has been outreach stuff. When I look at like the past total 7.5 years, the first year or two, you're spending more time research, your first 3 months. And then your first year as a copywriter, you're spending more time outreaching than writing. But then eventually writing overtakes as the bulk activity as a writer, as a copywriter, which is the whole point in the end, right? Writing those emails in the morning or ads or whatever, and chilling. So, okay, question. How much should I charge for writing 4 emails a week as a beginner? It completely depends on who you are serving. If you're reaching out to a company making 10K a month, it's going to be very difficult for you to charge more than $1,000 a month as a copywriter. Like that would be shocking, even if you get a $1,000 a month contract with a business doing 10K a month. The number one factor on what you should charge a client as a copywriter is the impact your copy will have on the business. There's an equation there. That's not always easy to figure out. That equation comes down to how big is the business already and how good are you as a copywriter. Those are the two main determining factors of what you should charge. That's why there's no black and white answer for you right now. I can tell you what is an average starting point for something like that, though. If you go get a business, this is why you need to find out how much revenue a business is making on your first call with them. Okay, cool. What's your revenue right now? Okay, 50K a month. If you reach out to a business doing 50K a month, how much could you realistically charge for email services, whether you're doing 1 email a week or 4 emails a week or daily emails? A 50K a month business, you could charge anywhere from like 2 to 4K a month. That's very normal for that level of emails. So I'm going to repeat that. If you are pitching a business who does $50,000 per month in revenue before you come on board, you could be able to charge them $2,000 to $4,000 per month for email copywriting. That is very normal. In fact, you may be able to charge them more. My biggest client ever they were doing, at the peak, they were doing like $270,000 per month in revenue. And they were paying me $8,300 per month. So, but I was generating them on average about $40,000 a month in email revenue. So they were paying me about 20% of the revenue I was generating. But bigger months, there'd be Black Fridays where I've made them over $100,000 in a month. So it kind of evened out where I was probably making like 15 to 20% of what I was making for them is what they would pay me. But I charged them on retainer. I wasn't charging them a percentage. So you can charge people as a one-time project on retainer where they pay you the same amount every month, or as a commission where they give you a percentage of sales you generate. But what's very normal is if you are landing a client, which I recommend when you're a beginner, is to target 50K to 100K a month businesses, you can easily charge $2,000 to $4,000 per month. And the reason you can do that is because it's such a small percentage of their revenue. This is why it's so important to make sure that when you are reaching out to clients, before you try to sign a 2K, 4K, 5K retainer, you make sure they have money first. There is nobody on earth making 10K a month who's going to pay you 5K a month for copywriting. They're not going to give you 50% of their revenue to invest back in the email or ads or sales pages or social media. It's not going to happen. But a business doing 100K a month in revenue, you think they're going to blink an eye at $4,000 for copywriting? Not a chance. In fact, a business doing 100K a month on average, 99% of them already have 5 contractors and employees they're paying $1,000 to. Customer service, admin, VA, sales, marketers, other copywriters sometimes. They're already used to it. The business at the 100K, 50 to 100K a month range, they already have help, almost a guarantee. They are already used to paying every month for services. They're not going to blink an eye, 100K a month business, to pay $4,000 a month for emails. It's 4% of their total revenue. And businesses who are in a growth phase invest 20% of their revenue back into marketing. So that means a business doing 100K a month in revenue on average is already spending, if not willing to spend $20,000 a month on all marketing. And you are part of the marketing budget. This is the freelance side of things, guys. You got to get this. If you don't get this, you are not going to make it as a copywriter. It's not just about the copy skills, the technical skills you have, which is important, and that's step one. It's about understanding how clients think and the freelance and the business side of this stuff. A 100K a month business is probably spending at least $20,000 a month on marketing, if not more. You as a copywriter are part of that marketing budget that they would be willing to spend money on. So how much of the 20K pie are you able to take up? Anywhere from 2 to 5K at a business doing that much, very normal. Very normal. That's an average retainer for that kind of business size as a copywriter, whether you're doing emails, ads, social media ghostwriting, or a combination of those three. That is very normal. Now, if a business is doing 10K a month, very difficult to try to get even more than $500 a month. This is why you need to be picky in who you outreach to. That's why my method is not called the free value bomb. It's called the sniper bomb, because when you are a sniper, you have to look through a scope and be targeted. It's not a machine gun where you're spraying. You are targeted in who you're outreaching to. You are picky in who you are going to snipe. This is an important part of it. This is how I've made 6 figures per year for the last 7.5 years, is going after rich business owners who got the money, who are not going to blink an eye at paying me 2 to 4K a month per client. And when you have 3 to 5 clients paying you 2 to 4K a month, just do the math. Just do the math. These are normal retainer sizes, and most copywriters have 3 to 5 clients. So if you have 3 to 5 clients at 2 to 4K a month, let's do the math. 3 clients, 2K a month each, you're making $6,000 per month. 5 clients, 4K a month, you're doing $20,000 a month. What is normal? What's a trajectory for you as a copywriter is when you get 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, you're making a full-time income already. It's not far off there. It doesn't take that long, right? So let's get some more questions going here. Tab says it's true. I was listening to an interview from Mark Ford. He said 10% of your customers want to pay you 10 times more. So I can assume you have about 10 one-on-one students right now. The numbers are pretty close. I'll just say that. It's pretty close for what you're saying. Bambi says, if my prospect collects emails and sends a freebie, but nothing after that, should I pitch emails? If she agrees, how long would it take to see results given she hasn't sent any emails beyond the freebie? Number one, if anybody even collects emails, you should pitch them email copywriting. If you're an email copywriter, that's your specialty, and the business you want to reach out to, you see that they have an email sign-up form anywhere, pitch them. That means they already believe in email to some degree, so they're worth pitching. So it shouldn't be determined whether they send emails or not. Even if they send emails, go pitch them. That's even more of a reason to pitch them if they send emails regularly. It means they really believe in email. So don't pitch people based on how little they do email. Pitch them based on how much they do email. The more they email, the more they believe in it, and the more you can help them. But yes, if someone has a sign-up form, they're worth pitching. Second question was, how long would it take to see results for a business if they aren't sending any emails besides the first ever email? It depends. It might take 2 to 3 months to get going, and you need to warm people up with email. It might take 2 to 3 months to start seeing results and getting traction. It completely depends on the size of the email list, how much they trust her from social media, if she's running ads, how big the email or how fast the email list is growing, what she's doing in that freebie, if it's if it's really good value. Like, there's a lot of factors here. And then also to warm up your list. Like, if she's landing in promotions or spam, you got to figure that out and get her out of there. But to warm people up to email, people need to be used to seeing her email. So you got to reawake her dead list. It could, what I would tell a client is, like, it's going to take a few months to gain traction, get going and build and warm up your audience so they're used to getting emailed from you before we start seeing meaningful results. Now, if she was already sending regular emails at least once per week, I don't think it's going to take 2 to 3 months to start getting revenue for her. It might be in the first month. But just be careful with how you promise. That's roughly what I would say to a client. T-Lab says, how fast can someone make a sniper bomb? I feel really slow right now. So I want to know how fast your top students are. My top students are doing a sniper bomb in like 40 minutes. Some of them 30 minutes. When you're doing this consistently, fast, like every day you're sending at least one sniper bomb, full audit and sample to a business, and you're doing it consistently every day, and you're in the same niche and specialty, when you're doing all of these things, you get really, really efficient. You start to systematize outreach to some degree. Now, we're not doing AI automated outreach. We're not doing that. It's still manual outreach. We're still putting value into it. You still need to put time and effort into it. But you get fast when you do it every day. You get fast when you stay in one niche and specialty lane. And you also notice that people are making the same mistakes with their copy. So you're noticing the same tips to give in the audit. When you're sending an email, you can send and you're in the same niche. You're highlighting very similar. Your emails are different, but they're very similar to the ones you're sending to other people, where you can get really efficient with it. So I'd say 30, 40 minutes are my top students. And I'll say this, once you have your first client under your belt and you have your first case study from that client, that means you've gotten them results, you've broken those results down into a Google Doc, a Notion, Instagram post, carousel, where you show, I worked with this business, they were struggling to generate revenue with email, and I did these emails for them, and then we grew their email revenue from $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month in 60 days. And here's the screenshots of results, and here's a video testimonial from the client saying it's all true and hire this person. When you have a case study and you start outreaching again with a case study in hand under your belt, a case study showing I did this work for this person and these are the results, and here's a testimony from them saying it's all true. Once you have that, you're in the money. You're getting easy 4K retainers, no problem. Even more than that. So your outreach, what it should start turning into at that point when you do sniper bombs, is you can just get by sending an audit and a case study, even skipping the sample part. So your outreach, you'll get faster at outreach once you have your first case study. Your average 1 hour time for outreach now before client number one, it's going to turn to like 15, 20 minutes. You're going to be able to rip out faster outreaches because what you need to send with a sniper bomb is proof. That's the whole point of audit and sample. But once you have a case study of results showing you got a business owner results and here's all the proof for it, what I recommend you do at that point is send an audit still, 15, 20 minutes, and then drop a case study with it. Audit, case study. This is what will fast track you from one client making 2K a month to a full roster of 4 to 5 clients making 10K a month very fast. Is this level of proof? Because you have way more proof, which means your outreach gets faster. That's what you can land clients with, just an audit and case study. I've landed so many clients just by free audit with not even dropping a case study, because you get better, you get smarter as a copywriter. When you have client experience, you get better as a marketer. You understand this stuff better. You understand how to talk to clients. You understand what they want, and your knowledge. Like when I talk to a business owner now, I've landed clients in real person in 10, 15 minutes without even trying to land them as a client, because I love the game. This is a game to me. Marketing and copywriting and growing businesses is just a game. right? It's just fun to me. I love looking at businesses and being like, okay, show me your marketing. What are you trying to do? Like a lady I landed as a client last year, it was like a Christmas dinner. I wasn't even trying to go to outreach or anything. She just starts telling me she has a business and she does YouTube. And my like ding, like marketing, copywriting, like feelers went up. I was like, oh my goodness, this is my kind of conversation being, because it's fun to me. This stuff, when you think this stuff's fun and you treat it like a game, you'll make more money than anybody you know, right? Because then it's not work, it's play. And when this becomes play, you're going to be playing with more than Monopoly money. I'll tell you that much. So she starts telling me about her business. Oh yeah, like I have this thing. How is it going? What do you do? Oh, I do this thing. Oh, well, cool. Yeah, but and she starts going into her problems. Yeah, but we just lost a distribution channel, blah, blah. Like, oh, cool. I do marketing. I don't say copy because nobody knows the term in real life. Oh, I do marketing stuff. Cool. Tell me more about like your business. How are you? So you're struggling to get leads right now, basically traffic, right? And I just in real time start going into discovery mode and just talking to her about her business and asking questions. What's your offer? How do you get traffic? Where is it coming from? Where does most of your traffic come from? Oh, you do mostly YouTube. You have 100,000 subscribers. Sweet. That's a pretty decent sized channel. Okay, what about this? How about your email list? Oh, you have 300,000 followers. Okay. And what about your email list? How big is it? We have 7,000 people on our email list. Oh, whoa, hold on. And I stop her and I say, oh, that's tiny. That's way too small. And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah, hold on a second. And I pull out my phone and in real time, like this is, I literally, I'm telling you, you can do a real-time sniper bomb on people. I pull out my phone in real time and just start calculator. I'm like, let me do the math here. Hold on. You have 7,000 email subscribers, but you have 300,000 people in your social audience. That seems way too low. I do the math and I break it down. I'm like, oh, that's only 2.3% of your social audience is on your email list. That's way too small. And her response was, really? Oh, I thought my email list was big. And she didn't know. Nobody ever told her that before. And so I started explaining this stuff to her. I'm like, yeah, that's really small. You should have at least like ideally 10% of your audience on your email list. But like you could get by with 5%. What that means is you have 300,000 followers across Twitter, YouTube, all the places. You should have 30,000 people on your email list and you only have 7,000. That's tiny. And you're probably doing something wrong with your emails. All of a sudden she's like, oh, I didn't know that. And like, tell me more. And what should I be doing? And in real time, I just go look. I'm like, well, I'm going to guess right now, based on how small your email subscribers are, you probably don't even, your call to action on your list is probably bad or non-existent. So let's go to your YouTube and check it out. And I pull up my phone. Let's go to your YouTube and all these things in real time. And I show her, look, yeah, you don't even have a call to action to your email list in your description on your YouTube videos. That's problem number one. Where's your pinned comment on YouTube? Oh, you don't even have a pinned comment. She's like, what's a pinned comment? She was clueless about this stuff. But she crushes it with her business and her YouTube. Like she crushes top of funnel, she crushes her offer, but she was clueless about this other parts of her marketing. Like she doesn't understand this stuff and she doesn't get email at all. And so I'm like, oh, you should have your email sign up there. You should have one here in your pinned comment. Where's your links on your homepage and your YouTube? Oh, you just have one link there. Okay, that's good. You have a link there, but your copy, this is not good. You should be saying this and this and this instead. Let's check out your website. How people are getting on the list. Oh my goodness, your sign up form is so ugly. Oh, it looks like it's something from 1999. Oh, and it's MailChimp. You got to switch off that. Go to Beehive or Kit. It's way better. Oh, what? I literally start telling her all the things to do. And what was so cool was she had posted something on Twitter. Like, I don't know. She had a pre-recorded live stream going. And she was live on Twitter while she was at dinner, which was kind of cool. I don't pre-record my live streams, but some people do it. She does. I was like, watch this. Do you ever put a call to action under your live streams on Twitter? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you like put a post underneath. So it's like a thread. She's like, what's a thread? She didn't know this stuff. I was like, watch this. Let's give a CTA to your email list right now to go get to your Twitter audience, get on your email list right now. I said, watch what happens. You have lots of people watch right now. This is a lot of traffic. Let me go just put this here. Write this, put this here, give me your phone. I just took it over. Within 10 minutes, she had like 10 likes on her call to action on Twitter, which is just like, hey, want some more? Like join my email newsletter to stay up to date on the latest XYZ whatever thing. Like not a complicated call to action. And we had 10 likes in the post. We had people commenting, just subscribed within 10 minutes. We got her results within 10 minutes of like talking to her by just go. And she was like blown away. Like, what? I didn't know this. I could do this. And like, this is crazy. Anyways, the point is, when you share the right strategy with people, when you tell business owners a game plan, when you tell them what to do, and it's good advice, obviously assuming it's not bad advice, you will land clients like hotcakes. It just gets so easy. You know what she was asking me at the end of a 15-minute conversation of me just being like, oh, cool, let's check out your thing. And like, it's just a game to me, video game. Like, do this, change this, blah, 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 blah. She was like, oh my goodness, can I pay you to sit down with me again and like walk through, like, I'll pay you hourly. What's your hourly rate? Like, let's meet again and all these things and blah, blah, blah. I said, don't worry about it. I'm happy to just help you out. And I'll gladly give you a free meeting just to sit with you and give you some more tips. I wasn't even trying to land her. I literally was just like genuinely wanted to help her because she was local and whatever. And we sit down and I give her some more tips and she pitches me to work with her. And so I landed her as a client. But I literally didn't care about a new client at the point. I had enough work on my plate. I didn't care, but I was like, you know what? Sure. Sounds kind of fun to do this kind of project. It's a little different. When you do this enough, when you study copywriting enough, when you get into the copywriting books, like do the stuff that other people think is boring and all that sounds like work and blah, blah. Like when you do this stuff, when you go take courses, when you go get coaching, when you go get a copywriting coach and get feedback on your stuff, when you go study marketing, you study funnels, you look at people's stuff and you do this stuff, like, and then you start auditing people's business and just start putting yourself out there. It's hard at first and you don't really know what you're doing at first. And it's all confusing and crazy and blah, blah, blah. You get better. And each one you do, you get better. You get smarter. Your pitch gets better. You like turn into the Terminator. Well, eventually you're like, at first, when I first looked at a website, I was like, I don't know how to fix this thing. Like, I don't know what the heck I should say. 3 months in, I'm like, hey, I think I can see like their headline should be doing this. And oh, they have not enough social proof. Now I look at someone's website or emails or ads, and like in seconds, I'm seeing like, I'm like the Terminator. Not that I'm all that. It's just the way this works. You will get better. I look at their stuff now, people's copy and emails and ads and marketing, and like you just see things like, oh, they're doing this wrong. That should be changed. Fix this, fix that. Right? You get this through experience, through reps, through doing more copy practice, through writing another piece of copy, through studying the books, through going through courses, by getting right feedback from a coach, by doing another free outreach, free value audit and sample outreach, by getting these reps in. You get better and better and better, and you get faster and faster and faster. And there definitely is momentum that you gain when you devote yourself to the craft, right? This isn't a get rich quick thing. Like, it sucks because there's gurus who have ruined this for people online, where it's like, hey, bro, and they're flexing their Lambo and Rolex and, you know, sipping a coconut on their beach with their laptop, telling you, bro, buy my course for $1,000, and like you can be making $20K a month just like me in the next 30 days. And they ruin it, right? Because they make it seem like it's like this easy thing that you buy into, and then you don't get the results. And then 60 days goes by and 90 days goes by. And you're like, that guy's thing didn't work. Where's the money? I didn't land a single client yet, make $1. And it sounds like this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, actually. And maybe all this stuff is stupid, right? But the reality is with copywriting, it's a real skill. It's a real skill. It's in demand, huge demand. And the demand is growing, despite what everyone thinks about AI. It's growing in demand. There's more money in copywriting today than last year, and it's going to keep growing. It grew from $28 billion last year to $31 billion as an industry. That's the amount of money that has been paid to copywriters last year, and money being paid to copywriters this year, and on pace to go to $53 billion by 2033. It's going to grow from $28 billion to estimated $53 billion in money for copywriters in the next 7 years or whatever. Copywriting is growing despite AI being here, right? Everybody thought, oh, AI is going to wipe out copywriters. That's what's happening. No, AI just made it easier to make money with copywriting and get the job done and research faster and edit faster and get more done in less time and skill stack. So we got a couple more questions, then I'm going to go get some lunch going with my girls. Let's see here. Where's the latest question? Sci-Fool says, is it possible to reach 10K a month with just doing creative strategy? 100%. One of my students is doing 11K a month as a creative strategist. Anyone doesn't know, creative strategy is just a fancy word for I write Facebook and Instagram ads. Yeah, so if you write the copy for Facebook and Instagram ads, you're a creative strategist. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you 100% can do that. Bambi says, is there a set email frequency in an ESP? Like, do we time when to send emails, or can we send emails randomly? When you send an email matters to some degree, but I wouldn't worry about it unless you only send one email a week. If you send one weekly email, you need to make sure that that email is hitting someone's inbox when there's less emails hitting their inbox. So basically, the less you send, the more the send time matters. The more you send, if you're sending a daily email for your clients, who cares about send time? Like, it really, sure, like you can optimize here and there and whatever, but as long as you keep consistently showing up in the inbox, the main reason for send times is you want to do it so when you send an email and someone opens up their inbox on their phone in Gmail or Yahoo Apple Mail, they see your email. But if you send at a terrible time, like if I'm not going to tell you go send emails at 2 a.m. midnight when your audience is, sleeping at the time. Like, don't do that. But like, if you only send an email once a week, it matters more when you send, because if you are just having one email show up in their inbox out of the 1,000 that showed up in their inbox that week, you need to make sure that you send at the right time so they see it. But if you send daily, you're going to show up in the inbox enough that it doesn't really matter that much. I wouldn't worry about it a whole lot, because what we teach is not sending just one weekly email, even though you can get that deal. It's sending multiple emails a week. That's great email marketing. You're sending multiple emails a week, if not daily. So don't worry about it too much, basically. That's the point. Bambi Studio says, like SEO, does email marketing and copywriting take time to show results, or is it more immediate? How do we know it's working, and when can I tell I've actually made a difference as a copywriter? Email marketing, if you are starting from scratch, you have no email list, you need to start growing the list and start sending emails. Yeah, it's going to take some time to get results. If you are awakening a dead list where people have not been sending emails, yeah, you need to warm people up to get used to seeing your face in the inbox and opening your emails. But if you are like landing a client who already sends emails at least once a week, they have a decent sized list, they're growing their list consistently, it should not take too long to get results. Like, you're going to see an immediate effect from your copy because you're going to write better copy than they've been writing. You're probably going to start sending more frequent emails than what they've been sending, which means faster results, more touch points. And then the next question is, how do you know if you're getting results? It depends on your business and what kind of business they have. If it's an e-commerce business, then you're going to be likely using Klaviyo email software connected to Shopify, which, like, when you send an email, it is 100% automatically showing you like orders from your emails. Very, very easy to track. E-commerce emails are the easiest to track. SaaS, software as a service, you can also set up tracking on that stuff. Something like info, courses are also pretty easy to track if you're just selling like one-off courses and stuff like that. If you're selling high-ticket coaching or high-ticket services, it's a little harder to track, where you're going to have more manual tracking. It's not as automated. So there's different ways to set this up, but as long as you're tracking what your results are, what your emails are doing, then you'll be able to prove that what you're doing is working or not working. John T says, is it possible to become a copywriter in 30 days? Yeah, you become a copywriter today if you decide, I'm going to learn copywriting today. Now, is it possible to become a paid copywriter in 30 days? Yes. It's pretty unlikely, though, to get paid within your first 30 days of learning. People have done it. I've had students who have within 5 days got paid client, and I had to tell them, slow down. We need to build your copy skills up. Like, this is sick that you got one, but like, let's get your copy skills up to speed now. On average, what I'd say is you can go from 0 to 30, like within 30 days, get good enough as a copywriter so you're ready to outreach. That's most people. But yeah, most people can get paid within 30 to 90 days. Like, that's very normal. Bambi says, is outreaching to one prospect a day enough to land a client in 30 days? Yeah, absolutely. If you're doing one outreach per day, as long as you're doing it the right way, you can't just send spammy, lifeless, non-personalized, no value outreaches. It doesn't work like that. You need to send free value outreaches using the sniper bomb method if you want to get that. My average student following my system gets a paid client in 30 days by sending one outreach per day, when they do send one outreach per day. Not everyone does it, but if you are able to do that, which only takes about an hour a day, and you're going out and your skill, assuming your skill is there and you're good enough, right? Your copywriting skills are there. You're outreaching to the right business owners who are making good money. You're warming them up the right way. You're using social media. You're DMing them. You're giving them a good free audit and sample upfront. And you're following up with them. You're getting them on a call. Yes, it is enough. The people who are doing it the fastest are those in my academy and those getting writing feedback and outreach feedback from me. So if you want to do it the fastest, get inside my academy. Hop on in, get it for free for 7 days. Try it out. And if you don't like it, you can just leave. And if you do like it, you can pay and stick around after, but there's no obligation. Get a free test run for 7 days. If you're watching this live stream right now and you want some help, hop on in. On TikTok, click the big white square. Anywhere else, click my link in bio, link in the description. Click that link and join the academy. Click the big yellow free trial button, start free trial button, and you'll get 7 days free to test it out. Jonty says, I bought your 30-day copywriting course, brother. Oh, yeah, I recognize you. Yeah, now that I recognize your name, now that you're saying that. That's great. Yeah, 30 days of intense practice is definitely enough to become a copywriter. Yeah, I mean, just go through my 30-day copywriter course. That will give you the skills for writing copy. If you want help landing clients too, you can go on your own and figure it out. Or if you want to get my full acquisition side of things, the full freelance side of things, the full business side of things, how to land clients, how to position yourself, how to outreach the best way in 2026, how to craft your social media reel to optimize it, exact DM scripts to send, exact sales call scripts to send, exact templates for pricing and packaging, how to give an offer, how to DM, how to follow up, how to handle objections. If you want to learn that side of things too, and where I actually review your audit and sample outreaches that you're sending and get help on coaching calls, dude, hop on in the academy, Jonty. Like get inside there, join the academy, get in there, you get 7 days free to test it out and see how it is. Let's see here. Aaron, you're back. I thought you left, man. What the? Dude, nice to see you back. I thought you went to bed. It's like, man, how late is it in Turkey right now? Aaron says, I just learned way more in the last 3 questions than other copywriting gurus' entire YouTube videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Eric, former student, what's up, brother? What are your thoughts on running ads to your offer? Do you believe in the idea of running ads to get quicker feedback? What would you say to someone who has no results compared to someone who does? Are you asking about my own academy right now? Is that what you're asking? Or are you asking about, what are you asking about? What are your thoughts on running ads to your own offer? Are you saying, should you run ads to you as a freelance copywriter to go pitch copywriting to people? Like, are you saying like, hey, as a freelance copywriter, should I run ads? Be like, hey, let me write your copy, book in here and get a call on me and get on a call with me and stuff like that? Is that what you mean? Okay. So, I would say for beginners, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do not run ads as a beginner to try to get people to hire you as a freelance copywriter. It's gonna be very, very difficult. And you're spending money. Like you got to put money in. You though, like, I don't know exactly where you are income-wise though, and you're not new. You're not a beginner. If you can, what I'll say is if you're going to run ads, first of all, if any business wants to run ads, there's no point unless you can put $1,000 a month minimum into it. So I don't know where your monthly income is at right now. If you have margin to put in $1,000 a month into ads for yourself, that you still have enough margin to work with for your own self to just to living expenses, stuff like that, go for it, man. Like, go experiment. Absolutely. I don't see why not. I would only recommend this with people who are able to put at least $1,000 a month in, and who are more advanced copywriters who are already making a full-time income. And knowing that it might take a few months to gain traction, and it might take a few months to get an ROI. It might. And obviously nothing's certain, nothing's guaranteed. Cold traffic copy is hard. Running ads is hard. And then running them to your own offers. But what I've seen from your Loom video outreach that you sent that helped close a client, that kind of what you said in that Loom video, I feel like that format could actually do pretty well as an ad. Like, where you're just like ripping through, hey, here's who I am, here's how I help people, and just dive into case studies. I help this guy go from here to here, this school owner, blah, 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 blah. I would test out that kind of copy for ads, just like showing off proof, um, and like really tapping into like retargeting ads as well. So people who are like, people who have gone to your site, like I would still be doing DM outreach, right? That's one of my points here is like, if you're going to do ads, I would still be doing active DM outreach, but do both. If you're going to run ads, still do DM outreach, because what you could be doing is with your DM outreach, sending people to your site to make sure there's a pixel on them. So then you can retarget them with your ads where you just show off proof and case studies. So it could work. Yeah, absolutely. You just got to, are you willing to drop $1,000 a month, knowing, hey, it might take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to even get my first client from ads directly? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to iterate and go through that process? Do you have the margin? Because if so, go for it. Go for it. Being able to because you have case studies, you have results. I wouldn't recommend someone do this if they don't have case studies and results yet. Yeah, if you can do $30 a day, dude, test it. Go for it, man. Do it. Go set up a little funnel. Go run ads. Go do retargeting ads. I would still keep doing outreach, and make sure when you're outreaching to anybody you're doing DM outreach to and pitching them, make sure you send them to your site with the pixel on it, because then you can retarget the guys you're sending the DMs to. That's going to be probably where you're going to land that most likely what I predict is when you start doing this, your DM outreach is going to open conversations or get people interested. And you're going to close people with your ads who you first DM'd to, you didn't close initially. That's my guess. It's actually not going to be it's not going to be cold closing. It's going to be DM outreach to warm them up and then close them with your ads by just being top of mind and putting proof in their face, reminding them, right? Yeah, I would still do cold traffic ads. Like, you'd still experiment. I would just do both. I would just make sure you also set up a retargeting ad where you're like just dropping case studies, boom, 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 boom. And then the thing you also should be doing, I would say, like, when you're doing cold traffic ads to try to pitch to your own freelance copywriting offer, make an actual offer. Like, don't just say like, hey, do you want help? I can take over your school and grow it and blah, blah. That's fine. And it'll work eventually. But I would actually make a special offer on those cold traffic ads that you do run. And what I would do for that is something special. Like, there's a few things you can do. You can get creative with this, but like, number one, do like a super low ticket individual copy sample for like $100 or less. Basically, like, I'll rewrite your school about page and increase your conversion rate for $99. No strings attached. Like, normally clients pay me $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, blah, 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 blah. But like I'll rewrite your school about page to increase your conversion rate, and I'll do it for $100. And if it doesn't increase your conversion rate, I'll give you the $100 back and pay you $100 too. There you go. $100 million offers, baby. Let's go. Go give someone an intro offer with your cold traffic ad. Make it under $100 for an intro. This is what I would test if I was you. Test out, like, and I'm not saying it has to be at $99. Do like $99, or do like $49, or do like $20 or something like that. Do that, or you create like the school growth playbook lead magnet, but as like a $9 thing, like super, 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 super low ticket, and actually do a product, like do a digital product where it's like, here's the full case study of exactly how I've helped XYZ businesses go from here to here to here to here. The entire playbook, exact scripts, exact copy templates, exact whatever. Like, give templates and scripts, and like straight up give them all the stuff. Give them all the stuff that if they replicated your templates for what worked for you, for VSL, about page, emails, whatever copy you've been doing for school guys, put that turn it into a digital product. Dude, you could use Claude Code if you want to just whip it up into a PDF or something. Just like you can, oh, you're back in the group. That's sick. Send it my way. Go send me do a Claude Code thing. You do I would test out a few different things. Like I would just go, but I would test out another version would be like a super cheap, like $9, like digital product that just gives people like the school MRR playbook. Dude, if I saw this, I'd be like, oh, that sounds enticing. Like if I saw somebody pitch this, I haven't seen anybody do this stuff. I would do like a $9 digital product that gives you like the school playbook. Here's why I took 3 brands from here to here to here. And I'll give you the exact templates, scripts, cheat sheets, the whole thing. Just copy and paste and plug into your business. I'm going to give you the template for your about page, template for your VSL, template for your emails. I would do that as a digital product, create that, run cold traffic ads to that. $9, people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it when you show off your proof and you package it the right way, you're going to get sales. And the whole point there is, who cares about the $9? The whole point there is the back end of that digital product. By the way, do you want me to just do this for you? You can take this stuff and just do it yourself. But like, would you rather just have me take it over? You're probably busy serving your community members, doing all the other marketing that you're doing. You don't have time to optimize your about page, optimize your VSL, do your emails because you're crushing it for your school, for your focus on retention and community and service and all these things and coaching calls and all of whatever. How about this? Do you want me to just take it off your plate? Great. Book a 15-minute call with me here, and we'll hop on and I'll see if we're a right fit. You could, even if you wanted, if you start getting enough traffic, I would keep that an application form. But this is what I would do for cold traffic ads in your situation, for your niche, is like test out either like a $99 like VSL rewrite, about page rewrite, email rewrite, like one individual piece of copy for $99, which is like heavily discounted, positioned as heavily discounted from what you normally offer, where you normally charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month plus commission. Give a $99 single rewrite, or give a $9-ish, like very low, maybe test the price for like $9 to $29. 9 might be too low where you track the wrong people. It depends, but $9 to $29 for like a digital product. It's just like template scripts for all your school copy for you to do it yourself. And then at the end of the digital product, literally at the end of it, have a CTA to get on the call, have an automation email setups to go pitch them to get on a call. And then like I would, even if I were you, for you specifically, I would actually just turn it into a school group, and they get school access as well. You make your own school group, and the templates are accessible only through the school group. So now they have to join in, and so you can market to them there as well. And I'm not saying like you have to like have a school group now and like you're in the community and you have to spend all this time. Just don't promise that there's like community involvement in anything. Do not promise like coaching and support and all the things in a normal school group. Just say, yeah, your templates are inside here in the school group. But the whole point of the school group is to be able to market to these people again. So you can market to them through the lead magnet you've given them for $9, or not lead magnet, the digital product you sold to them for $9. You have emails you now can send to them. And now you have your school where you can make community posts to market to them. The reason I know that kind of funnel works is because some guy sold me on that exact funnel. He's literally, this was a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago, a cold traffic ad hit me. And it was like, and it was, the funny thing was the ad was about leveling up with ads and creating a low ticket funnel, which is then when I created because I started with high ticket one-on-one coaching as a coach. Then I created my mid-ticket course. Then I started experimenting with ads and low ticket. And so this guy hit me with a cold traffic ad. Hey, I'll show you how to do a low ticket funnel. And his low ticket funnel, which I bought with upsells, you could also have upsells in there. The low ticket funnel that I bought for like, it was like $20 or something, which was like sick. What he gave in it was like, this is awesome. I would have spent $500 on this thing, maybe even $1,000. What he gave. The only way I could get into it was joining his school group. But But he never promised the school group is a community and coaching, whatever. He never said anything about that. He just said, great, the way to access your mini course on this is accept the school invite. And then I was just in his group. And then some people would ask questions in the group, but he wasn't in there like hardcore support. But he would use the school group. That's where the course and the digital product was laid. So he would make posts like once a week to go upsell people into his done for you service. So you absolutely could model cold traffic ads off of this guy's funnel. We could totally, you said you just joined the school again? Let me see. You could, dude, hop on the next group coaching call and we could talk, we could craft your offer with ads and stuff. You just joined? Okay, cool. Yeah. We got the next one's pretty early for you. I think you're PST. Next call is a morning call. So it's like, it's early. It's 5 a.m. Pacific. So like, if you're willing to get up that early, like there's the next call on Tuesday. But so that's on the 25th. But then we have another one next week is at 3:30 p.m. PST. But dude, yeah, let's sauce it up. We're saucing it. Yeah, this stuff's fun, man. There's a lot. I think you can crush it. If I was you, we can talk more in the academy. But yeah, it sounds like this could be a good idea for you. But I want to hear more about your outreach stuff inside the academy and what's been going on lately. But yeah, okay, I'm going to sign off here in a minute. I think there's a couple other questions. I'm so hungry. I'm trying to lose 42 pounds in 4 months. I'm trying to lose weight. Dude, it's hard, man. I get why people hire fitness coaches. I get it. I bought the apps. I hired physiotherapists to help with fitness stuff too. Like, dude, it's tough to lose weight. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm hungry in the morning. Maybe not always hungry, but hungry in the morning. Thanks, dude. I'm working on it. I lost 23 pounds in 3 months. But then I went on vacation. We went to a vacation on the coast to Vancouver and near Seattle and stuff. And I gained back 5 pounds. Just Chick-fil-A, getting the goods, all the stuff, man. We don't got Chick-fil-A in Canada, man. I think we got it 3 times in 3 days when we were there. So good. But yeah, so I think there was another couple questions here. Somebody's asking here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, Bambi Studio. Bambi Studio asks, what does it mean when someone asks you to create a lead magnet to as a copywriter? I mean, what's the deliverable? So a lead magnet as a copywriter, a lead magnet is anything you give to someone for free or at a major discount in exchange for their contact information. Most of the time it's a completely free thing though. So a lead magnet, the most common example of this in e-commerce would be get 10% off your first purchase, enter your email here to get the discount code. That's a lead magnet for e-commerce, the most common one. There's better types to do that a lot of times, but that's an e-commerce example. Info, coaching, courses, stuff like that. A really common example of a lead magnet for coaching, courses, info businesses in general. Hey, download my free guide to learn XYZ thing. Fitness coach example, who's a weight loss coach. Here's how to lose 7 pounds in 7 days with my free ketogenic fat buster guide. Enter your email here to download it. And it'll be like a free PDF, free guide, free mini course, free video training, basically giving free information in exchange for an email address. But there's lots of different kinds of lead magnets. Like a lead magnet might be an intro offer. Technically speaking, so I was just talking about Eric giving a $9 digital product as a way to tripwire people into the door to then upsell into his copywriting services for thousands of dollars. What he could do instead is actually give that digital product for free instead. So another way he could do this, and this is Eric for you too, you could test this, but I would probably paywall it, but you never know. You could try free too for running cold traffic ads. Another way is put up ads behind a free course, a free PDF, a free whatever, as a way to give people value, to show them you understand the stuff. Hey, here's the step-by-step to do the thing to solve the problem that you're facing. Here's 7 ways to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. And then at the end of that, you say, hey, by the way, do you want help implementing this thing? Are you the kind of person who struggles with structure and you want more accountability and you want to work directly with somebody who can help you every step of the way and answer your questions along the way? Great. Here's my coaching application. Join in. So a lead magnet is a way you can give something for free to get someone's contact information. Sometimes here's an example. My academy right now, where I have my group coaching and my course and my community. So that's at the link over here on TikTok and link down below. Everywhere else you're reading, my link in bio, link in description. My 6-figure copy academy, like my coaching is $1,500 a month for one-on-one. I have group coaching in the academy. It's $119 per month. But right now, for a limited time, I'm giving a free trial. This is very common with like subscriptions, memberships, SaaS, like any kind of software. Hey, get a free trial of our subscription to see how it is. Like, any kind of SaaS software usually do this. This is getting more common in things like a subscription-based info business. So like my academy, you pay $190 per month. You get to be in as long as you want. It's a subscription just like Netflix, except I'm teaching you copywriting and you're figuring out how to make 10K a month as a freelance copywriter. So it's a really good ROI if you get inside and stick around. My academy right now, though, I'm giving a 7-day free trial, which is this is just a limited time offer. I'm just doing this. This isn't forever. I don't always do this. I'm just doing this right now as a way to generate leads. So my free trial is a lead magnet, giving people a sample of your full thing for a limited time, or giving people a sample of your full thing for free forever. That's a really good example of what a good lead magnet could be. So those are all different kinds of lead magnets. So for your sake, as an email copywriter, email marketer, if you know how to create lead magnets for business owners, the whole purpose of that is to grow email lists and to grow the amount of leads coming in so you can sell those leads, right? This is very, very valuable as an email copywriter, especially, is to be able to know how to create a lead magnet. For you, a lead magnet you may create for a business owner, if it's an e-commerce business, could be creating a new pop-up form to get email addresses and give a 10% discount code. You might be the one in Klaviyo literally designing and writing the copy on the pop-up form. Hey, want 10% off your first order? Join here, enter your email. You could be the person in charge of that pop-up form, the design, the copy, the trigger, so when it pops up on the page, which could impact how fast the list grows, and it does. And if you do that well, you can crush it and grow up someone's list faster. And if you grow someone's list faster, you can make more money from a bigger email list by writing the copy behind it. So knowing how to do that for e-commerce business, very valuable. And how to optimize what they have. Knowing how to create a, freebie, a free download, a PDF guide. Here's how to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. And do this in a Google Doc, in Notion, on a website, or making it fancier in you can do this with Claude Code now. I teach you guys how to do this stuff in my academy with Claude Code, with AI, how to make a beautifully designed, full-on AI lead magnet. I teach you how to do this, right? Inside the academy with Claude Code. Knowing how to do that for a business owner so they can give people a freebie and get leads in the door from their social media and turn into email subscribers, super valuable. So, but there's different ways. I've given I've put lead magnets out there to my audience of literally just a Google Doc of here's a free welcome email template. Literally on my YouTube right now, one of my lead magnets, and you can have lots of lead magnets running simultaneously, pulling in people to your email list 24/7 automatically. I have this. I have so many lead magnets out there in the internet world that are connected to content that I put out. So Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, stuff that's fresh, and YouTube, things that are more long-term. My email newsletter that's published as blog posts on my Beehive website as well. That's more evergreen. People can get coming from traffic. Tons of lead magnets. I have my 30-day copywriter course has a lead magnet on the sales, right after the sales page. I collect emails from people going from my 30-day copywriter sales page to checkout. I have a pop-up form that gets people to give their email address in order to go to checkout. And when I was writing that funnel, big time, I was getting 10 email addresses a day. I was growing my email list by 300 per day without even giving anything for free. So you can even get lead magnets that isn't even giving a free thing. It's just gatekeeping. Okay, you want to see the checkout page? Give me your email address first. And then I market to those people, right? So Bambi says, so not just generate ideas for lead magnet, but actually create one. It depends. You, as a copywriter, you do two things. Your job is to be the idea generator and strategist and marketer, to be the idea person. But as a copywriter, you are also the implementer. So this is why I tell people, when you are a freelance copywriter, you are going to make the most money when you think about strategy and execution, when you understand how this stuff works and come up with ideas for your business, the business owner you're working with, but also executing the copy and writing the stuff and making it happen, right? When you can do both those things well, you'll make the most money. You'll make 6 figures per year easy. It's no issue at that point, right? But yeah, sometimes your business owner you can just tell them, hey, here's some ideas. And they might actually create it. But your job is to come up with the ideas. And if they say, well, I don't have the time for that, you create it then. You execute it and you make more money for doing it, right? So lead magnets are not like rocket science to create. All you're doing is you just need to create something that is desirable for your audience. Figure out a way to do that. And there's lots of ways. You could be a Google Doc. It could be a YouTube video that's private. It could be a private, it could be a course. It could be a digital download. It could be a free trial. It could be a pop-up form with a discount code. Tons of ways. I teach you how to do this stuff in the academy. I'm going to show it. I got to sign off pretty soon here, but I'm just going to share my screen and just show you guys what the heck I'm talking about. So check this out. You want to see how to create lead magnets? I'll show you. Here's the academy. This is it. This is what it looks like. So when you click on TikTok, the big white square over here, you can't see everybody on TikTok. You can't see this, what I'm showing you, but everywhere else you guys can see this. When you click my link in bio, link in description, and you join the academy, this is what it looks like on the inside. You get my full course, how to master copywriting, how to land clients, how to scale and serve those clients, and scale to 6 figures. I show you how to create lead magnets with AI, with Claude Code and ChatGPT, right? I show you full course. Check this out. What is lead magnet? I explain it. How to come up with ideas and research for lead magnets. How to create a fully designed PDF with Claude Code. I'm going to just play this here and just show you what it looks like. Look at this. I show you how to create this thing, a fully designed lead magnet PDF, like this. Even if you have no, I'm not a designer. I'm not a coder. I'm not a designer. And yet now you can do this where you create full-on PDFs like this, like a checklist. This whole thing, right? I show you more of like what it looks like. Oh, there. This one was called Juicy Hooks. This is a real lead magnet of mine that I created as an example, and it's out there right now, and it generates leads, right? So it's headline templates, and I put it into I got Claude Code to make me a PDF version of it that's fully designed, just like ready to go. In like 3 minutes, it was done. I wrote the stuff. I had the stuff written out in a Google Doc, right? But this is what it created, right? And this is just, I did this so fast. I can make it even better. Like, it's not even that crazy designed, but I show you how to do this stuff. I show you how to create a custom GPT, which is a new version of a lead magnet, like new stuff. This is not even stuff that nobody knows how to do this stuff. Most copywriters have no clue, but you can create a custom GPT as custom AI as a lead magnet. This is what I've done in my business for my own stuff. I show you how to do this stuff. I also just show you how to like come up with ideas and research using AI to come up with the ideation based on research. So it's all in there, and the whole funnel. How to create a lead magnet is half the battle. You need to know how to actually like promote the thing, create a landing page for it. I show you how to create a landing page where your lead magnet lands, so people can actually go to a link and download it. How to set up automations so you actually give the lead magnet in email automatically to people who sign up to it, and then sell them with the email, upselling them to your products. How to do a social media giveaway for the lead magnet to promote it, to launch it, and get hundreds and hundreds of leads in hours. So all the stuff's inside the academy. So here's my pitch. If you are wanting to get into copywriting, if you're wanting to build a 10K month online business, if you are looking for a way to make a full-time income from your laptop, whether you are brand new to copywriting, you're just getting started, or you've been learning for a couple weeks, even if you are an intermediate copywriter and you are struggling to get past the 5K month mark to break past 10K month, If that's you and you're looking for a way to make a full-time income, to build this business from your laptop so you can get out of your 9 to 5, so you can quit your 9 to 5 and make a full-time income from your laptop, from home, from a coffee shop, from halfway around the world, from Italy, from Thailand. This is all places I've lived and traveled and worked and brought my family of 5 that I fully provide for with copywriting. To be able to wake up on a Wednesday morning yesterday, 8 a.m., 5-year-old daughter asked me, hey, can we go for breakfast at this random coffee shop? And I was like, sure, why not? And we just went for 3 hours. Like, you can't do that with a 9 to 5. You can't ask your boss that. So just to be able to wake up and do work when you want, play when you want, and have that kind of free time and flexibility and time in your life, and you want help to get there. You know that trying to do it on your own as a lone wolf copywriter is going to cost you the next 12 to 18 months of your life. If you want to skip over that, so you can do this in the next 3-6 months of your life to build a full-time income, to build this thing up to full-time and get out of your 9 to 5, to be able to set your own schedule, get into my academy. Join my link in bio on TikTok. Click the big white square over here. Click into that. Click my link in bio. Click my link in the description and join the academy. This is what it looks like. When you get on the page, normally my one-on-one coaching is $1,500 US per month. My academy is $190 per month. But for a limited time, you can get a free trial. You're going to click this big yellow start free trial button, and you get 7 days to test out for free with no risk. There's no downside. You can join in for 7 days, see if it's for you, go through my full course, get writing feedback directly from me, ask questions, get on the coaching calls, get inside the academy, and be part of this if you want to. And get a test run and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, sweet, you can leave and you didn't pay $1. If you do like it and you're like, you want to stay, awesome. You can stick around and join and be part of it and be part of Copywriters Winning and be part of the #1 ranked copywriting community on the school platform. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in and you want to be part of the #1, this is what happens when you go to school.com, Alex Hormozi's platform, skol.com. You type in copywriting. Out of 185 copywriting coaching programs on the platform, the 6-Figure Copy Academy, my academy, is ranked #1. That is not easy to do, by the way. When you have names and faces that if you've been learning this thing for a while, you recognize some of these coaches for sure. And to be ranking above guys with audiences 10 times bigger than mine, who have been doing this a lot longer than me, who have, some of them got, bigger results than me as a individual copywriter, but to be ranked above them in the #1 position, this ain't by accident. The reason we are too, by the way, if you're wondering, well, how are you ranked #1? We get people results. Look, check this out. David, 2 days ago, David Szabo. This is his post. You can go find him on social media and DM him, find him on school, DM him, hey man, is this all real or are you BSing? It's all real. 2 days ago, David Szabo reached $10,100 this month. Halfway through the month, by the way, too. He did that a couple days ago. He sold $10,100 in email marketing packages. He sent sniper bombs, discovery calls, sign this, right? David, what does David do that's different? He followed my proven system. He sends sniper bombs just as I teach. He shows up to coaching calls once a month. He submits writing for feedback every single week consistently, more than most people. And he asks questions when he gets stuck. He asks questions. And then he takes action on them. He just hit his first 10K month. And by the way, he's not a native English speaker. He's from the country Hungary in Central Europe. Non-native English speaker, hit his first 10K month 2 days ago inside the academy. Kimberly, 18 hours ago, just got paid $640 US. Kimberly, again, 9 days ago, signed a $2,000 retainer client and hit her 6-month goal, making $5K a month. David, 11 days ago, signed a $3,800 email copywriting client. Samuel, 8 days ago, turned a one-time project into a $500 a month retainer client doing SEO copywriting. There's more too. This actually isn't even in order. Let me put this in order. Let me go to the most recent. We got more. We got more coming through. AJ, 8 days ago, closed a $500 upsell project for emails. Kai, 8 days ago, signed his first ever client for $1,200 just by going through and following my system step by step by step and taking action. These are the kind of wins. Christian and Alfo, they can be part of if you join the academy. Christian and Alfo, $1,200 for a batch of 16 ads 11 days ago. Gavin, $1,000 a month retainer doing consulting. He did a one-time project as a copywriter, and the guy liked his copy so much, he said, how about you just show me what to do every month? We'll hop on some calls. This guy became a copy coach after one project with a client. And now he has an easy $1,000 retainer just to tell this guy what to do in his business. This is what's possible. This is just all the past 10 days inside the academy. But people are winning every single week inside here, getting results, getting wins, sharing them, and getting accountable to the rest of the community. So this is what it looks like. This is the wins that's happening. This is one of the reasons why we're ranked number one on school right now out of every single copywriting academy, every single copywriting coaching program. We're ranked number one, and the proof is there. It shows for it. So look at this. We've had 19 reviews so far in the academy. They just launched reviews. Every single review is a 5-star rating. Looks like one just came in. Eric's leaving a review right here. You're awesome, Eric. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Check this out, though. All 5 stars, all verified reviews, all verified people. You can go DM them, ask them. Look what Kimberly had to say. This is Kimberly, who is not a brand new copywriter either, by the way. Listen to what her review said about the academy. By the way, if you want to join, you want to be part of this, get a free trial for 7 days, no risk, no downside. Join at my link in bio, join at the link in the description, click that big yellow start free trial button, and you're inside. That's it. And you get 7 days free to test it out, see if you like it, no risk. Look what Kimberly said. I was struggling for over 3 years to land clients. I went through several copywriting coaches, only to not meet my income goals year after year. I needed a copywriting coach badly. I met Brandon Story, and he is honestly the best copywriting coach I've ever met and had. She said it, not me. Within 6 months, I landed 3 retainer clients and met my income goal of $5K a month that I had not been able to meet for years. His copywriting advice is gold, and this community has become my best of friends. AJ, he's a guy who landed a $500 upsell client last week. AJ says, this community is the ultimate value for money. Brandon's the most knowledgeable, patient, and just generous person ever. He knows his stuff, and you can see he loves it. He's helped me out on so many issues, both internal motivation and external hands-on practical strategy and execution. If you want to finally get good enough at copywriting and land paying clients, this is the school community for you. Absolutely, without a shadow of doubt, the only community you need. And so forth and so on. We have people in here who have been in multiple coaching programs who have all said the same thing, that it's the best they've had. And so if you want to be part of this, you want to be part of these wins, Michael, paid client 1 week in the academy. Rachel, landed paid client 1 week in the academy. Jeff, landed paid client 1 week in the academy. His first client ever. Kevin, $11,000 a month. This is in June. Christian Alpha landed 6 clients in June, $6,500 US. We got some more wins here. Elena, $1,000 a month, first client ever. David, $2,500 client. Corey, $2,000 email client. Sajid, this guy's awesome. He joined and he got a client within 24 hours of joining the academy. His first client ever, non-native English speaker. And so here's my guarantee. If you join the academy today, you are going to get a paid client in 90 days, or you're going to get your money back. Plain and simple. Simple as that. No other copywriting coaching program on earth offers this as a guarantee, just the academy. So if you want to get your hands on this, if you want to get a structured program, full course, here's the full course. Check it out. I'll just show you a bit of tease of it. We got 70 videos, assignments, checklists. I give you a simple daily roadmap of literally every single day what to work on. Day 1, watch this video in the course, do this action. Day 2, do this, do this. You get every checklist, template, framework, all given to you. Easy plug and play to write all your copy. The full course, how to write copy, consumer psychology, the rule of 1, AIDA, how to write with the AIDA framework. You watch me write, then you write. You watch me write copy out and see my writing process, and then it's your turn. You learn PAS. You watch me write it, then it's your turn. You write your sales page. Same thing. AIDA, PAS, sales pages, emails. You learn how to pick your niche, how to pick your specialty, and that's just the copywriting side of things. Then we go into phase 2 land clients. You access SnipeKit. How do you talk about SnipeKit? SnipeKit, it's my lead finder tool made specifically for copywriters. It's a software you get for free for joining the academy as a bonus. What is it? It's 160,000 vetted companies that you don't have to look for an hour online on Instagram just to find leads every day anymore. You get to turn 1 hour of outreach and prospecting into 1 minute with SnipeKit. Instead of scouring Instagram for an hour just to find a good fit, You find 10 guys in 1 minute that are good fits, that are vetted companies, that are quality prospects, that half of them are running ads verified, which means they have a marketing budget, by the way, and can afford a 2 to 4K retainer. So you learn all this, my entire step-by-step outreach system, exact DM scripts, exact sales call scripts, exactly how to follow up, exactly how to handle objections, exactly how to crush the sales call, exactly script for the sales call, exactly how to price and package your services, exact templates for pricing and packaging. It's all here, everything you need to build a 10K a month freelance copywriting business. So if you want to try this out, 7 days free, click my link in bio, get on the inside, hop on inside the academy and go through the full course. We got 70 videos, checklists, assignments, templates. As you're going through the course, hop into the academy, ask questions just like this every day. Another reason we're the #1 ranked copywriting community. We're the most active copywriting community on the platform. So look at this. I haven't even seen some of these. Aaron Can, who was just in the live stream, just posted. You can post questions. We got new people coming in every day. Here's an intro. Hey, I'm Patrick. I'm Jacques. Here's my intro. We got questions. Hey, what about real estate? We got people asking questions. What's the difference between e-commerce and this kind of thing? We got questions about, video scripts, copywriting books. What could you say about this? We got people saying, what about automation, segmentation with email, how to land clients? Hey, I'm talking to this person. What should I say back? What should I do with this copywriting client? They're not paying me. How do I handle the situation? How do you space out email flows? All the things you need. You can come in here, ask questions. I always answer every single question, every single post, every single day. And other copywriters who are a few steps ahead, who are winning on the leaderboard here, a lot of these people who are making a full-time income, they'll come in here and help as well. People are super helpful in here and give advice. Even David, who just hit his first 10K month, while he shared, I got this win, he gives, hey guys, here's the sauce. Here's the 5 steps that got me there. He didn't have to share this, but he did. I didn't ask him to say, hey, give everybody the strategy and how you did it. But he did willingly, because this is the kind of people inside the academy. If you want to win fast, go get surrounded by winners. Like go be around other people who are winning and taking action. This is not some freebie Discord slop group that's full of copywriters who are half serious, not all in, who have no idea what they're doing and aren't committed and aren't serious. The 6-Figure Copy Academy is only people who are committed, who are serious about the craft, and are serious about hitting their first 10K month, and are in it and are taking action and doing the work. So if you want to be around a high-level group of people who are actually committed, being around people who are actually winning too. Like, look at the wins. Get inside the academy. Rated 5 stars, baby. 100% reviewers. Eric, thanks for that review, man. Appreciate it. Get inside here. I mean, talk about coaching calls. Dude, we got coaching calls. Look at this every single week. We just had one 2 days ago. Every single week, you can hop on live on Google Meet and ask questions live. Dude, we broke down 3 people's outreaches in this one coaching call. People just pulled up their copy and their outreaches, literally exact things they're sending to people for outreach, the exact outreaches, the DM scripts, the DMs they're sending, social media profiles, the full audit and samples people are sending clients. We pulled up 3 live on this coaching call and we broke it down on how to fix it, how to make it better. And if you can't attend a coaching call, you miss it, here's the recording. Some of the most valuable stuff inside the academy is actually just going into past coaching calls and just watching them through. All the sauce that you get in these. People's questions, most of your questions are going to be answered actually by going through these in real time, seeing what's working with people, analyzing real situations, roadblocks you're facing as a copywriter, roadblocks you're facing trying to land that client, and what to say in the DMs and how to handle it, how to get people on the call, prepping for the call, sales skills, how to get better results for your clients when you're struggling. It's all in here. Coaching calls. And then there's the writing feedback. Every single week, you can post copy for review inside the academy, and I'll give you feedback. Check this out. Here's the copy. All right, here's your video directly from me, not some AI review thing or other copywriting coaches you don't know. It's literally me looking at your copy, breaking it down line by line, telling you how to fix it, make it better. It's all in here. Look at this. Every single week. Here's all the videos every week. Another way you can learn too is actually go looking at people's reviews and what feedback I give them in their copy. Every single week. You can submit copy. Every single person gets to, all 100 members get to submit it to me, and you get videos back, breaking it down, 5 minutes, telling you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, how to fix it. So there you go. If you want to be part of this, you want to get your first 10K month and at least guarantee you get your first paid client in 90 days, or I give you every single dollar back. Get inside. We're on a free trial right now. It's for a limited time. It's not going to be available forever. So if you want to be part of this, get 7 days test run, hop on inside the academy. I'll see you guys on the inside. And If I miss any questions, DM me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever, if I missed your question. But I got to sign off and go get some lunch because I am hungry. I'm hungry. I'm on a weight loss journey, man. I'm trying to lose 40 pounds in 4 months, and it's not easy. I'll tell you how much. I lost 23 pounds. I'm working on it. But Dad, that Chick-fil-A in America really just set me back a bit. Chick-fil-A near Seattle. Oh, dog, that chicken is so good. But anyways, I'm getting hungry. I gotta go get lunch. Awesome having you guys on and answering questions. And if I missed anything, feel free to DM me, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, wherever you're watching. Send me a DM if you have any more questions that I missed. And if you want some more help, you know where to find me. Click the link below, join the academy, and I'll see you on the inside. Peace.